You thought you were safe. You weren't safe. You're never safe. Because there's always more evil from both myself, Netara, and my lovely host for this run, Skulla Kitty.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
We are just getting ready to go. As soon as I press start to get this run going, the naming incentive for Cloud will be stopped. So if you want to beat Mikey at 45:45, this is your last chance. I also can't type now because I've turned on my global hotkeys, and Final Fantasy VII hates anything else being there instead of it. It's very angry. So I do have chat up. I do have naming incentives up, so I should be able to see everything. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have. I will do my best to answer them as we go. Scala also is a source of some deep, deep lore, which you will be sharing some of which as we go. Otherwise, I think we're about ready to go. For no reason at all, just noting there's nothing in Save 1. Just putting that out there. No reasons. Okay, with that, are you ready to go, Miss Skulla Kitty?
I am absolutely ready to go, Miss Netara.
Fabulous. Well, in that case, I will count us in. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Final Fantasy VII PC any percent. This run is less than 3 hours, providing some spots of RNG treat us very nicely. How can we finish this game in under 3 hours, you ask? Well, please stick around and you will see. It is pretty amazing and definitely not broken at all. At all. I promise.
It is exactly the Final Fantasy VII that you remember from when you played it on the PS1.
Aha. Who is the Final Fantasy VII Ultros? It's funny you ask. The whole meme about me having a husband or waifu in every game started in Final Fantasy VII. Rufus Shinra is the husbando of this game. So, we're gonna kick his face in though, so don't worry about that. But that being said, the naming incentive for Cloud has been cut off. As soon as the train pulls into the station, we will be cutting off the naming incentive for Barrett. So, we will see how it is. And currently, Barrett is being named Ultros because Barrett is the best, bar none. So if you don't like that and want a better name, it's your time to get it in.
Can there be a better name, though?
I don't think so.
Not.
I certainly don't think so. There's no stairs in this game. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing but elevators. Constant elevators. Also, I definitely won't be doing strats that I definitely just learned this afternoon in this run. Haha. Ha. I make good life decisions.
I have faith in you, Netara.
That's the spirit. Also, let me know now if the audio balance is not good because it's probably the only time I'll have to fix it.
Give me one moment, I'll swap over to listen to the stream.
48th try, Yuffie. Wells, you are mean. Very, very mean. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Audio sounds good to me.
Fabulous. Also, I definitely didn't add anything extra into my overlay. I promise. It's a lie. I definitely added something new.
Oh, see, if you give me a little bit of time, I would have made you a bespoke Ultros to match the bespoke rabbit we had.
I didn't even know that was there, so I didn't even think about that. So we have to start off with a little bit of menuing. We gotta make everything fast. Because, you know, speedrunning. Oh no, they found us. What will we do? So the Barrett name is also cut off. We'll be naming both of those characters in sequence, so it'll be very quick. Yeah, we're entering into a Final Fantasy block. Technically, Final Fantasy Adventure comes after 5, but that's not a real Final Fantasy. It's a US Final Fantasy.
Oh, it actually was originally a Japanese Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Adventure?
Yeah, even though it's the start of the Mana series, it was originally released as a Final Fantasy guiding game. That's why there's like Chocobos and Moogles in it.
That's excellent. Yes, this is the HD remake. You're gonna see some really cool graphics, and then you're gonna see some graphics that weren't really updated, and they look terrible. They look really bad.
Though people have been modding them. They've now modded the backgrounds now with gigapixel AI to actually be 4K. So you can get it as a mod now.
That's pretty. Am I making it red too? Maybe? Oh yeah, you know what I am doing though? I didn't see anything updating. I'm assuming it's still Ultros.
It is indeed still Ultros.
Excellent. No last minute donations. So our next naming incentive will be Tifa, and that's going to cut off, we'll say, at the once the train gets back into the station on our way back after whatever lovely things we're doing right here. Nothing terrible. We're good people. We're definitely not here to blow up a reactor. Promise.
I think we're totally here to blow up a reactor.
Yeah. So one of the donation incentives, which currently doesn't have any donations towards it, is the bid war. At the end of the game, there are two different ways for us to beat Final Sephiroth. And one of them is a glitched way, and it's much faster, and it's what we do for the regular speedrun, which is the mug glitch. So it's just going to be Cloud hits Sephiroth really quick with a sword, and that's it, it's done. But we can absolutely use Omnislash, or as I like to call it, Omniswag, but that takes much more time. So it is up to you, the audience, to donate towards which one you would rather see. I have no stakes in this. I will do whichever one wins the donation. So, but right now, nothing's in the lead. Right now, I'm going to just mug glitch it. But, you know, no swag. So
I am absolutely on Team Swag.
Yeah, that will, as soon as we get to last real Sephiroth fight is when that donation incentive will cut off. So you've got about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get, you know, do something there.
Unless Yuffie decides to be mean.
Yeah, unless Yuffie's mean. Don't talk about that. Yuffie loves us, just like we love Yuffie. Also, please enjoy the NPC mouths and some of the more important NPC and PC character eyes. It's kind of magical, I won't lie. Come on, Jesse. Don't just stand there gawking. We got places to be. Reactors to blow up. You know, the whole thing. So there is actually a step route for this game, but I don't bother with it. Since we implemented the new skip, which we found at the beginning of last year, it changed things up a bunch, and I just can't be bothered, I'll be honest. It does save quite a bit of time, but I'm not good at optimal movement, so I just don't. Instead, I just, you know, give some love to Jesse here. You can still sub through it even without step route, and there comes, after about 2 hours, the step route doesn't matter anyways, because you're resetting, so. Da-da-da-la. Do-do-do. Oh no, they found us. Step through to Roth. That sounds about accurate. The real boss of this game. Listen, if the step route was the final boss of this game, I would lose.
I would too. I'm not good at step routing.
No, me neither. No. Or I don't know the highest theoretical. We definitely cannot manipulate Yuffie. I will explain what Yuffie is and all of that once we get closer, but for those who are familiar with this route, no, currently we cannot manipulate that. What's a step route again? So a step route is a very strict set path of how many steps you make in each spot, and by following that step route, it ensures that you will get the same encounters, the same manipulation every time. So it really helps. You skip encounters, get particular encounters. Yeah. But now we're getting ready for our first boss. Oh no, here it comes. This is not really a reactor. Let's see. Oh, why do you always give me that ATB? There's a quick start for this fight, but the ATB is too quick. So yeah, exactly. The game counts the steps, so depending on what steps you take where influences where you get encounters. So with this game, that route is always the same from the beginning. So with this boss, we are trying to do get our limit gauges up to max in order to do a limit break before we get to the counterattack phase. That was actually excellent. Because if we can get, the more damage we can do before that, the faster this fight will go. Oh, so good. So you might notice that whenever it's time for me to enter a command, my cursor is always in the place I left it. I turned on memory cursor, which was introduced, and I think in like Final Fantasy V onwards, certainly in Final Fantasy VI onwards, where it just remembers where you last had your cursor, and that can be very helpful for repetitive actions, such as in this game. Okay, so we're getting ready. We are purposely going to attack Guard Scorpion here in the counterattack phase. Because we did get one limit in there at the beginning, we're only going to attack once. But we do purposely want this counterattack to build up our limit gauges. Plan. You missed Cloud. Why would you do that? Actually, that's good. You're going to miss Cloud? We're going to do another one. We're not doing any extra damage. This is purely for building up limit gauge. Because it's half damage anything you do to Guard Scorpion in this phase, so you don't want to attack too much. Okay. Almost got it. This is probably going to be the last hit, or the second last hit. Margie, you made it. We did it. Guard Scorpion, however, did not make it. Apparently all my colors are turned off. I don't like it. Yeah, the translation in this game is a little bit magical. Okay, so we have only 10 minutes to escape this reactor. Are we going to be able to do it? I don't think so. It's not enough time.
I think you might be able to do it.
No,
and
we can't.
while you have a moment, do you mind if I read out a donation real quick?
Please do.
We received $15 from Sparkover, who requests that we name Red 13 Erlemerv.
I know what that's from. Okay, so the story behind that is someone joined our Discord server and I tried to say welcome and I didn't even notice that my hands were not on the right part of the keyboard. So I just typed what I thought was welcome, pressed enter and walked away. And Spark was like, Netara, are you okay? And the answer is yes. I just typed very poorly. So that is what came out instead of welcome. You're my hero. Yeah, the true hero we need. I like the name.
Yeah, so that does put Erlemerv.
You're gonna make
in
me
the
pronounce
lead.
that. It's just Earl. If we get that
Earl.
name, it's just gonna be Earl. I'm telling you this right now. Yes. Listen, typing is hard.
Typing is hard. I agree.
You can actually go into the Valkyrie general chat if you're in there already and see that exact exchange.
There's already memes in the Discord.
Are you serious?
about
Already?
it. Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. I barely did it and it's already a meme. It does look like Old Norse, doesn't it? Oh, don't. So we just saved Jesse. So you actually do have to save Jesse. If you don't choose not to save Jesse there and just go on, you cannot open all these doors, so you cannot leave. So please always save Jesse. Also, there are a bunch of different items you're gonna see lying around on the ground during this run. And there's kind of three types we're gonna see. Ones we just ignore completely. Ones we pick up because they're in our way and we have no choice. And ones we pick up because we actively want and need them. That potion in front of Jesse we didn't need that. The restore materia before the boss, was one we actively needed. Okay, your job, chat, you have to define what that word means. I'm not pronouncing it, you can't make me. We're gonna make a backstory for that. Okay, bye Wells, and good luck to you, Fee. I can't wait to try and spell that in, It's gonna be at least an hour until we get to the naming for Red, though. So there is still time. Also, anytime you want to come in with a donation incentive, generally speaking, is fine if I'm not in the middle of a sentence.
Or a boss fight. I will respect the rules of this room.
The boss fight? What? There's no bosses in this game. Just more Barrett love. So we successfully blew up a reactor and got out. Things are bad, but we're totally fine. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Prof. Ness. I wasn't sure which direction my hand was, other than, off by 1 or 2 in either direction. Okay, so there's lots of different prompts when talking to folks. and different text options. And some of these we actually are going to pick specific options because it gives us less text and will speed everything up along the way. So for us, it's faster to just tell Eris, hey, just get out of the way. It's busy. We also want to dodge all of these soldier fights. We ain't got time to fight any of them. Actually, it's much more time consuming to fight them. We don't need the experience, and we certainly don't need to waste the time. So we're just saying, nah, we're good. You do what you want. I'm leaving. It's the new Norwegian metal band. I like it. It's the name of my next Norwegian metal band. And I say next as if I've ever had a Norwegian metal band, but shh.
We need to have the proper Norwegian metal band over logo where it just looks like a bunch of sticks
Yeah,
overlaid on each other.
that would be amazing. Yeah, you totally can, Margie. You can play bass. But I'm singing nothing but nerd metal. It's Norwegian nerd metal, though. Just like the last 3 Norwegian nerd metal bands I've had. Listen, sometimes a girl just needs some Norwegian nerd metal. So the crew here is waiting, and they're like, well, Cloud didn't make it, or sorry, Mikey didn't make it for the rendezvous. I guess we were ditched, which Barrett was not very happy about. But then, in a fit of drama, as Mikey tends to do, he just hops in from the roof and is like, oh, hey, yo, I'm here. And Jesse's like, yeah, you made it. And Barrett's just like, grr, grr, grr. So, that's kind of a theme for Barrett. That's why we love Barrett. Okay, thanks, Jesse. Jesse made sure our face was clean. Very important. Let's go! Okay, so we've made it onto the train. So when the train pulls into the station after the series of cutscenes is when Tifa's name's cut off. So if you do not want her to be named Rydia, which is currently in the lead with $16.33, this set of cutscenes is your opportunity to outbid that. Otherwise, you can sit here and be like this businessman, being like, why? Why, please? Yes. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to Wedge. Go away, Wedge. Nobody likes you. That's a lie. I love you.
I feel poor, put out, Shinra businessman on a deep and spiritual level.
Right? I definitely do. So there's actually a skip you can do here called Jesse's Skip, where if it's... A lot of the skips in this game have to do with triggering 2 different types of text boxes at the same time, which I'll, again, describe in a little more detail once we do our first one. However, Jesse's Skip is kind of a one-time try sort of deal. If you mess it up once and talk to Jesse without triggering the other text box, it just breaks it all. Or it just won't work, that was it. And it's only about a 10-second time save, so I'll be honest, I don't even try. I'm just like, nope. I'd rather put my practice into other parts, which will actually save time rather than just 10 seconds. If I ever get close to world record, we'll start working on Jesse's Skip. That's my promise to you folks. So Barrett's upset. We're here. The reason we're blowing up these reactors is because Shinra is an energy company who is currently sucking the life out of the planet and killing it in order for the rich to become richer up in the upper plate and for the poor to live in absolute poverty in the slums below plate while, again, the planet is dying. So Barrett's like, nope, no can do. If we blow up these reactors, not only will, it'll help people to, not lord over everyone, but it'll help save the planet. So at least that's how this all starts. So the train has landed. Tifa's name, unless there has been a last-minute donation.
Nope, the name will be Rydia for Tifa.
Fabulous.
So I will go and mark that as passed.
So the next name up is Red 13.
Yes. I'm gonna say, I am 1000% paying attention and totally not making Norwegian metal band in Photoshop.
That's the spirit. So, you see how everyone's just crowding around the beginning of the bar there, and we ain't got time for that. It's a mess. There's too many people. I'm Cloud, or sorry, Mikey, and I hate people, so we're leaving instantly. But we're coming right back, because that clears everyone but Barrett out of the way. So we just have to talk to our love Barrett, who's going to clear out and let us in, finally. So, in this section of the game, we actually learn the easiest way to trigger plot in Final Fantasy VII, or at least in this section of the game, which is if you suddenly have control back of Cloud and you need to figure out what to do, try and leave. Just leave. It's easier. So, we'll demonstrate this in a moment after we name Rydia here. Fabulous name, by the way. What? This likes to plink sometimes and gives us extra names, so thanks, Rydia. Glad everyone's safe. Yeah, outsikis. We're leaving. Nope, guess not. Plot trigger. So this happens a few times on the run where we get control of Mikey again, and it's like, nope, we're leaving, and then suddenly there's plot, as if they expect you to leave. Somebody's a little grumpy. Yeah, those Lego faces are fabulous. So, in case you've never noticed, this is a cowboy-themed bar, and there's something that says Texas on the wall. This is a cowboy pinball machine. It makes me giggle. I didn't actually notice that till I started speedrunning this game, so it's a huge amount of fun. Also, Texas in some form exists in this world. Just think about that for a bit.
There's a bunch of really interesting, like, small things that are hidden throughout the game. If you ever have the chance to buy the original Final Fantasy VII Ultimania Omega, which I forget how old that is now. It's old now. I have a copy of it. They actually go through and they show you every single, like, hidden Easter egg that's part of the background.
Nice.
And it's actually really interesting. Like, the flag down at the bottom is the official Avalanche logo, which I don't think you see, like, pretty much anywhere else, and I don't think got brought into Before Crisis, where there's a lot more Avalanche in that game.
That's awesome. Amanda's such a great name anyways, though. Listen, if you speedrun the same game over and over and over, you do start, especially in the sections where you're mashing, you start looking around, you start noticing things. Or at least I do. It's an RPG speedrunning thing. I don't know if that's something that happens in, the constant pace platformers, but in speedrunners, yeah, you definitely. Yeah?
Like I said, there's a lot of really fine detail that gets put into FF7.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take your time. Like, recently there was someone who went through and just did a collection of every single bed in Final Fantasy VII, all nicely, neatly laid out for you to just enjoy how many beds there were and how each one was ever so slightly different.
I saw that post, actually. It's fabulous. It's like, why?
I'm pretty sure I shared it with you.
Yeah,
has
this game been out so long that we're like, here's a thread about all of the beds in this game? It's like, really? Really?
I can't say anything to defend myself because when Crisis Core came out, I ripped my own ISO open just so I could see every single model in the game.
I love it.
And even then, there was like a bunch of like weird stuff that you never got to see. Like if you go into Angel's house, like there's like a whole bathroom that they modeled, but you never see.
That's amazing. And I would love to play Before Crisis, but I don't even think it exists in Japan anymore.
Yeah, Before Crisis no longer exists, unfortunately. There were at one point plans to release it. I don't know exactly how they're planning to do it, but they did reveal like actual English language mock-up screenshots at one point.
Ugh, why would they do that to us? Those monsters.
I know. It is monstrous.
Also, it says Tyler on the mat. Sorry, you keep going.
I would love to see it released someday, just because it's very interesting as a game. But a lot of stuff, unfortunately, you'd have to figure out how to translate over. Like there are certain events that only happened if you were in certain parts of Japan.
Nice. Also, that's very, very interesting. What do you two think? Sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Not at all. So, Barrett paid us out of his daughter Marlene's savings because apparently being a terrorist is more important than his daughter's education. You're a good dad, Barrett. So, Cloud, with that, his new riches, slept on the floor in the basement of the hideout. Because Cloud, so now we have a very important trick to do here. It's super important. The most important thing. We're going to tell Barrett that he just wouldn't understand materia. He is just too dumb, and we're skipping it. If you do not select that option, you spend the next 3 minutes learning how to use materia. And in a speed run, that's death. That's it. Just, you're done. Okay, so for anyone who's seen this run before the skip, this part didn't used to be in it. This is something which has been added. Also, the skip I keep mentioning, you'll see what I'm talking about in just a couple of minutes. I also learned a new setup for that skip literally like an hour ago, so we're gonna see if it works. No, kid, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this. Yeah, just have a go, whatever. Okay, hi. Hello, friend. We're gonna do some shopping, because shopping's important. So potions, ain't got time. Got no time for Phoenix Downs, got no time for that. Should probably sell the assault. That gives me a whole, wow, yeah, we're selling that too. Let's do it. Okay, and we want grenades. All the grenades. Grenades are fabulous. So we're just gonna buy that many because we do need some extra cash. But grenades are kind of the core of this run. Grenades are gonna save us because they do just an extraordinary amount of damage comparatively. Now I'm gonna focus up for a moment and do, because this is where we're gonna attempt to do some magic. Okay. Huh. Good, good. Went too far already. Excellent. Anyone who's seen me run this is going to be like, this is not how she usually does this. Because it's not. Okay. Nope. Too far. Don't go too far, Cloud. This is a much easier setup, though. Okay, and we're going to do that. Okay, excellent. We like that. Now we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to do that. I think that was too far, but we'll see. It might be okay. Oops. Oh, no, it wasn't. We're good. So what we did is we just wiggled past those guards, and we're supposed to be going to a different reactor to blow it up. But you know what? We ain't got time for that. Somebody else. You know what? I think Tifa and Baird can handle that. Instead, I'm wiggling past those guards, and I'm going to meet up with this flower girl here. You may have noticed that in the naming incentives, Eris's name was not there. Well, this is the reason for that. Because we are acquiring her in this manner, she comes pre-named. An interesting fact about this version of the game, if you get Eris the regular way, in the default name field when you're naming her, it's Eris spelled with an S. However, if you get her in this manner where she comes to you pre-named, it's Eris with a TH. So let that fuel more fire into your arguments of what is the correct spelling of how you spell her name. I think they did that on purpose, just to be jerks. Just be like, oh, people fight about this. Let's make it worse. So anyways, she is Aerith. So we are here on Wall Market. The part we skipped, we see Tifa actually being carried in here on the back of the wagon, and Cloud had lost sight of his friend, so he's really concerned. So he's like, okay, we gotta check up on Rydia here, make sure she's okay. But we come up to Don Corneo's manor, where we hear she's been taken, and find out only girls. Only women get allowed into Don Corneo's, and we are currently a party of one girl and one boy. So instead, Eris has the brilliant idea that what if we were two girls? And Cloud is like, I trust you implicitly. So we are going on a quest to make Cloud the prettiest in order to sneak into Don Corneo's mansion. First up on the quest is we're going to talk to this materia seller who is really kind of curious about what's being sold at the inn. The inn has suddenly started selling something out of a machine, a vending machine, and they need to know what it is. They just cannot handle not knowing what is being sold in that inn. So we have been sent on a fetch quest, but we are going to go through a series of little fetch questing as fast as we can to get all of the best things. So first off, though, we need a snack. We're a little hungry. We ain't got time to go to the inn. We gotta eat. And you know what? That sushi was all right. And I will take your lovely pharmacy coupon and leave. Quickly. And with that, we're gonna hop right in here. Scare this poor person. Poor worker. They're working so hard. Okay, yeah, I would love some digestive. That sushi was not quite as good as I had hoped. And I might need this later. And after that, you know what? I'm just not feeling well. So let's go to the inn. It's 10 gil. Let's stay. But now let's check out this vending machine. And we're going to buy the 200 gil option. Thank you so much, Cajun. So with that, we bought our little option. It doesn't tell us what it is. It just tells us we are buying something for 200 gil. Who knows? It couldn't be anything bad, right? The fact we had to sneak out in the night to get it is, you know, no real concern. Okay, so we are going to I saw that. Okay, so we come back to our materia friend, and we're like, we got the goods. And both times they're asking Eris to cover her ears, and she's like, seriously? I'm right here. Or sorry, she was just told to turn around. She can still hear everything. So we got the diamond tiara, which is going to make us so pretty. Now, there is a little walk through there, but for marathon safety, I'm about to do a glitch which could soft lock the game, so we're going to do a little safety save. Just in case. So next up, we have our pretty tiara. But we need a dress. We think that's going to help us look especially fabulous. But unfortunately, the dressmaker is hanging out in the bar, and it's not so great. He's just doesn't want to make dresses anymore, and we're like, okay, that's unfortunate. We kind of need a dress though. So off to the bar we go. So what I am going to do is I am going to work a glitch, so I am going to run 2 conversations at once. And what this is going to do is I am going to save time because I'm doing 2 fetch quests at once. But it does mean if I don't do it correctly, I will soft lock the game. So currently we're talking to this dressmaker, and we're looking for the line. Oh, not that line. We went too far. So that's okay. Thankfully, you can step out. As long as you don't go too far, you can step out and restart the process. We're looking for what a tough-looking guy like that. That is our key line. So I'm just going to do the skip, and then I will explain it after. What? A tough-looking guy like that? So we're gonna... Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, sorry. It's been a little bit since I did this, so the reason... I was like, the text is in the wrong spot, so... What we're supposed to be doing is moving. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Okay, we talk to our lovely fellow here, and then we leave. Goodbye. So to make this work, we gotta close the door. Now we're gonna mash. There we go. Okay. So the door being closed is important. So what a tough looking guy like that. So we're going to walk over, we're going to open the door again, which precedes that text. Okay, we're going to talk to this person here, which makes the text go anything. We're going to come back and start mashing again. Okay, so we're going to give her the medicine. And we're going to wait for that second prompt. We're going to walk all the way back over. This is important. We're going to stand by the door. We're going to dismiss both. We want to dress that Feel Soft and that Shimmers. We're going to get rid of both of those text boxes at once, and we are not going to click OK for that sexy cologne, because if we do, it means it will soft lock. Cloud will start walking left into the table and cannot be moved. It's an automatic walking. So what we did there is not only did we get that the cologne at the cologne, we got the dress at the same time. So basically, we just saved time by having 2 conversations at once. There's a lot of glitches you can do in this game where if you trigger, press a button to activate a text box at the same time as a movement, like move to activate text box, it allows you to move in scenes where you shouldn't be able to. So, okay, so we got our dress, we got our cologne, we got our tiara, but there's something missing. We've heard that at the gym we can actually get a wig. So we are going to do some squats here in order to get a wig. So I'm going to serious time for the squats because I could lose this if I'm not careful, but it should be fine. We're just going to mash through the text. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, yeah, I got it. Totes got it. Okay. No, it's mine. You can't have it. Okay, we don't need to practice. Let's do this. Squat, 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 squat. Sorry, keep messing up, my friend. The more they mess up, the more leeway I have to mess up. Wow, they're not having a good day. I'm sorry. Oh, 21 squats. We did it. Yes, this is a 3-button sequence, so I have to press 3 buttons in a certain order in a certain amount of time, and it's really easy to mess up. And if you muck it up at all, Cloud will kind of just rub his head, stand there for a minute, and waste time, where I, could be doing squats. And you need to do squats. Okay, so we have done that. We've gotten the wig, so we're ready. We are ready to be the prettiest.
if you have a moment,
I
I
do.
do have a donation that came in.
Yeah, please.
This is from Margaret Ann, who donated $10 and said, "Happy Wiggles, yay! Put this towards Omni swag."
Yeah. So again, there is a bid war for how we kill Final Sephiroth, whether it is just smack him in the face with the sword once and that's it, no swag but super fast, or do you want us to use Omni Slash? Because of the way we set up the final battles, there is an option. So it is up to you, our lovely donators, to decide which one I will be doing. So that's going to remain open until I hit the one winning angel Sephiroth. So get your donations in. Which one of those is currently in the lead, Scala?
This has put Omni Slash in the lead
Ooh, by how much?
by $10.
So that's, you hear it? More than $10 is all you need to put the mug glitch, or just the punch him with a sword, in the lead.
Which I will say is a really fun way to glitch out the game.
Yeah.
Because of how it ends. But my heart still belongs to Omni Swag.
It's swag. It's Omni swag. So we've been let in because, we both look super pretty. And so, but you know what? We're not going to wait here as told. We're going to go and try and find Rydia. We don't like standing around. What would a burpees be? Don't talk about that. No, just no. So we have found Rydia down in this lovely room. It's more the music that makes it especially creepy. What consenting adults do is their business. However, Don Corneo's a creepo. So we show up and Rydia's all, hey, I'm here on purpose. It turns out, Don Corneo has information that we need. So we figured I could sneak in and get it. And Eris is all like, oh yeah, Cloud's here too. And Rydia's like, what? Is that who that pretty person is? So we made it. And it's decided because there's 3 of us that actually ups our odds, because if we're all on the same side, it doesn't matter which one of us gets picked story-wise, because it means we'll get the information we need in any case. However, there is a particular person we want picked speedrunning-wise. Once again, Eris is told to turn around and cover her ears, and she's like, nah, I'm listening, and I'm gonna help you out because I'm a cool person. We get Rufus in our party? I wish. Unfortunately, not. That would be super great. Yeah, Rufus percent. Yeah, I think everyone wishes squats were that easy in real life. I certainly do. Yeah. You're right. You don't need to ask. So Cloud's wondering who the other girl is in this 3-girl situation, and he's like, I don't need to ask, do I? And they're like, you're right. You don't need to ask. Those girls, I love them. They're all like, Cloud, just listen to us. We're smart and know what we're doing. Oh, Rydia, yes. Yeah, we get Rydia in our party. Listen, if autocorrect is gonna do bad things to you, naming Rufus, who is actually in this game, is not a bad way to go. I think eternal mood is why can't I be as cute as a Cloud Sacrifice. Speaking of which, we're looking. Don Corneo is making up his mind, and the pretty person he is selecting today is this healthy girl. So we do need to get Cloud chosen. You can get to the story part where you get the information from Don Corneo no matter who is picked. However, if anyone other than Mikey here is picked, you have to fight a couple of battles, and it just takes way more time. This way, we just get right to the scenario. However, we are going to pick some very specific text options in order to move things along. So, do I like him too? No. No, you don't like me? No, there is someone else. His name is Ultros. Ultros? That name sounds familiar. There was no motivation for me donating towards that name, I promise.
I think we might be through this ruse, Netara. Just a little bit.
Also, to make Don Corneo a little creepier, his bed, the character on his bed, stands for heaven. It's a lie, by the way, but... And so we're threatening, basically the only thing he cares about right now, to horribly maim him if he doesn't give us information. So it turns out that Shinra's plan for retribution on what we did to the Sector 7 reactor is to actually blow up the pillar which holds up the entire plate where the, because the rich and famous live. So, yeah, killing all of the people in the slums below. It's not too good. So we're like, we have to stop that stat. But it so turns out there was a drop floor there. I don't know what all the kanji say on that mat, but at least one of them is the kanji for death. So they should have really known that was there from the beginning. I'm just saying. So we do a little mini scene back to the Shinra headquarters, which I forget about every time, where we're here hanging out. President Shinra's like, yep, we're dropping the pillar. And Reeve, the person in blue, is like, who's in charge of the development and urban planning, is all like, hey, this is a terrible idea. And President Shinra's like, why don't you take a vacation? You look a little tired. And Reeve is like, why? Please stop. I also love Reeve. Reeve is fabulous. So,
I'm also pro Reeve.
I know, right? Reeve is so great. So, we have been sent into the sewers. That's unfortunate. So, Mikey checking, making sure everyone's all right. And we are. We're totally fine. We're a little dirty and gross, but what could possibly go wrong in the sewers, right? Oh, no. Why would we ask those questions? Oh, gosh. I see what you posted. Actually, I don't see what you posted. I just see that you did post. So, we're just gonna send a quick bolt there. Reeve, I think, gets a little more time in the other things. Yeah.
Or he's in Dirt to Cerberus. He was in Before Crisis.
Or more meant in the full speed run of this game.
Oh yes, also in the full speed run.
Yeah, definitely not.
If you want more Reeve, there's definitely more Reeve in the compilation. He's a big part of Dirt to Cerberus and appears in like Advent Children and
absolutely.
On the Way to the Smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
The OVA.
So we are fighting this lovely sewer monster named Apps, or APS, who tends to kill itself, honestly, because it's not really fully in control. And we're just gonna sit here doing massive amounts of damage to this poor sewer monster with these grenades. You can see grenades do work. They are very excellent. Oh, I always love it when Apps actually kills itself. I can't change your mind, Sloa. It's fact. I agree with Sloa that PC Any Percent is the best FF7 category. It is for me, at least. Okay, so we defeated the sewer monster, but we're a little discouraged, but it's okay, we got this. Has this been randomized yet? I believe some folks are working on it, but I don't think it's done. I would play it in a heartbeat if it was. I'm not gonna lie. I'd make Scala play with me.
I would be happy to play. I actually want to learn this run at some point.
Oh, hey.
Just to have fun breaking this game that I love very intensely.
Just saying, I know a friend of mine could help you out. Just saying.
You mean Couch?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, friend. I taught Couch everything he knows. That's a lie. He actually taught me that modified skip I did. He showed me the better stuff for it. He's like, you can do this much easier, Netara. I was like, can you? He's like, let me show you. And I'm like, Couch, you're my favorite. Thank you.
I would no. Clearly, I have many friends who would be happy to teach me. So see, I get to learn from many people, and it's a big friend thing, and that's always happy.
It is. Also, yes, I also can't believe that Sony stole the NES release of Final Fantasy VII. That is a quality game, and I couldn't even get to the Shinra Mansion. I couldn't even get up the Shinra Tower. It's so broken. There's a Chinese FF7 demake for the demaster for the the Nintendo, and it's amazing and so broken. It's very, very broken. So I'm picking up all of these random potions here as part of my buying route. I'm gonna sell them to buy more grenades because I don't need potions, I need grenades. As you know, most people do. Also, look at how beautiful the trains that move are comparatively to the trains that are in the background. That's the sort of thing which happens in the remake. Like, you can tell what parts got actually remastered. They just don't match at all. Get up, go, do it. My sister's playing Stardew next to me and is doing foolish things. It's amazing. There's a Chrono Trigger demake? What? that I may need to. That sounds fabulous. Okay, so we made it. We're back to trains, and hopefully we can make it before the pillar falls. So, here we are. We've made it. And we're getting ready for the hardest boss in the games. Took me 42 hours to get where? No, that's 42 minutes. We're only minutes into this, my friend. Yeah, this is now the Netara marathon. Final Fantasy VII all the time. Okay. Whee! So don't worry about Wedge. Wedge is totally okay. Wedge is not okay. Wedge should also not be talking to us right now, but somehow is. We still have an opportunity to run into Hell House. We're not done yet. I'll let you know once we run out of Hell House opportunities. That is my favorite house as well. Okay, hardest boss in the game. Let's see how we manage. Oh, I did it! That is the best. The stairs boss is the worst boss in this game. I'm really bad at stairs. And I don't think I've ever made those stairs quite so good. It's because you folks are here with me. Oh, hey, it's so easy to get confused. That's why I'm here, to answer questions, clarify points. Yeah, see? We're at stairs already. These are not these stairs, though. Also, like, everything Shinra makes has spikes or propellers. It's like, who is your designer? They need to be fired. So bye, Jesse. We're not saving you this time. Instead, we're back to Ultros. I love you. I've missed you. We're back. Okay, we better equip ourselves before we go fight the boss. Nah, we're good. So, we have made it to the pillar while it's still standing. However, the elite Shinra team of the Turks have shown up with their primo member, the best of the Turks, Reno. And we have to try and beat Reno. We gotta beat him to get there. So, we are gonna just toss grenades. If the ATB works out, which it rarely ever does, you can get all 3 grenades off before he pyramids someone. However, the ATB is rarely perfect, and it wasn't this time. So, okay, Rude is also pretty great. The secret is I love all the Turks.
I'm over here in the before crisis corner being like, I liked Katana Turk.
I'm not in the before. I don't know enough about Katana, so it only takes 8 grenades to the face, which should be about now-ish, and then Reno's gonna remember that he left the stove on. He's gotta go. Bye. Toodaloo. Off he goes. Okay, so hey, I just gold split. That's cool. Anyways, so we're gonna go talk to Tifa here. We want to try and stop this. I literally just PB'd or gold split that because I got the stairs the first time. Anyways, so Seng, who is the leader of the Turks, shows up and is like, oh hey, we're taking Eris. In the section we skipped where you usually recruit Eris, we saved like 15, 18 minutes by doing that skip, by the way. We found out earlier that the Turks were looking and trying to get Eris. So, Seng, while Eris went to try and save Marlene, nabbed her on the way, and so is taking off. And it's like, it's too late. You can't stop anything. Yeah, Elena is also the best. I love Elena. She's so fab. Okay, so they're all like, let's try and fix this. Okay, you need to go over there. We're purposely going here to talk to Barrett, to get him. He'll run around in circles for a while if you don't trigger his movement. And if you stand in front of him, he will run into you for a while. So there's actual specific movement, making sure you A, talk to Barrett soon enough to get him moving, and B, that you're not blocking him. Cisne is also great, but listen, the Turks are just fabulous. Let's just accept we love the Turks and their music. So unfortunately, we didn't make it in time. We got to the pillar, but we weren't able to stop the Turks from blowing up the pillar. So goodbye Sector 7 plate, and goodbye Sector 7, which was hanging out underneath it. Not a cool thing. That is where our bar was. Our bar was in that sector, and Barrett's like 4-year-old daughter was barkeeping in that bartending in that bar, which is a problem for another time. But yeah, goodbye all those people. It's very sad. While Prez Shinra is just hanging out in his tower, being like, "Oh, I'm listening to fancy music." Listen, you are not a nice person, friend.
I don't think I would qualify any of the Shinras as nice.
No, either. And at the same time, my sister was like, "I don't think he has any friends."
He has lackeys. That's enough like friends.
Yeah, I would
for
not
him.
want to be a friend. So this is what. So remember that door with those guards we kind of scooted past earlier that we wiggled past? Welp, I hope they were cleared out because that door's gone. It is busted. So we're going through a little bit of cutscenes. Now's a good time to talk about any incentives that we might have, or talk about anything
Sure
else.
So we do have a few incentives left for this run. So if you would like to name Red 13, the leading name is Erleberv for $15. Afterwards, we have Sid. Leading name there is Draven at $30.54. Current name for Vincent, which will be only available for like 30 seconds.
Like
and then
literally,
will be-
we're not even exaggerating. 30 seconds is as long as
Yes.
Vincent's gonna have his name. So you've been warned.
Currently, that name is Orin at $6.66. And as for how we kill Sephiroth, right now Omni Swag is winning. So, but all of those are like, other than Draven, all those are like within like $30, like or less. So if you would like to change any of those, you can do so if you so desire. And then after this run, we'll have Final Fantasy V. Currently, Bart's is named Cloud. And we do have an incentive to save Gilgamesh, which is at $10 out of 100.
You definitely want to do that. It's fabulous.
It's really cool.
It's a super cool
Kamaru
scene.
has routed something very special for us, so I would love to save Gilgamesh from being banished into the void and forced to wander into other Final Fantasies for the rest of whenever.
He's our bestie. I love Gilgamesh. You gotta save him.
You gotta save Gilgamesh. And then after that, we'll have Final Fantasy Adventure. You can name the main character the boy. Current leading name is Hasi with only $1. So you can change that very, very easily.
I have an important announcement. Just
Yes.
quick interruption. There's your Hell House.
Hell House!
Okay, you can continue now.
You can also name the girl. Right now, the leading name for the girl is Bear at $10.
Just
And
bear with
then-
us.
Yes. And then finally, you get to choose what song Lester will play for us. In Final Fantasy Adventure, we have a variety of secondary characters who temporarily join our hero. Lester joins us for one dungeon, and his special ability is that he can change the background music for us. So you can choose to have him play Endless Battlefield, which is the main overworld theme, or Danger, which is the theme that plays in any of the very intense scenes. So if you would like to pick a theme, that is completely open.
To answer your question, no, I am not running anymore after this currently. I do have a hosting shift tomorrow. I'll be hosting Squibbin's Ultima 4 run in the afternoon, so you can definitely hear me there. But no, this is my last run for the marathon. Also, what I just did before I got to the cutscenes is we have run to Eris's house. We are talking to her mother, and explained that she got kidnapped, and her mother is kind of giving us some backstory as to how she acquired this child, who is her adoptive child, and why the Turks want her. I did pick up an ether on the way because ethers sell for 750 gil, which is not a small amount of money and is a large amount of grenades. So basically, we value everything in this game by the value of grenades. So one ether is many grenades. So we like that. Yes, Netara does speedrun. She commentates and restreams much more, but yes, I do occasionally speedrun. Ding. So please enjoy the lovely the lovely speed music. Wow, the lovely sad music as Elmira here explains that she was waiting for her husband to come back for war, from war, the Wutai War. And one day she found a lady at the station who was gravely mortally injured, and she was bequeathed her daughter, which is Eris, and told to protect her. And Eris and kind of explains over the years that they were kept in a lab and they had run and escaped. So Elmira's like, I knew she was special and something was up with her, but she didn't quite know what was up. So Eris does lots of kind of little things that are most folks can't do, such as, approaches her one day and is like, don't be sad, someone close to you has gone back to the planet. And Elmira's like, WTF? And shortly thereafter finds out her husband died in the war. And so she is definitely sad. Am I getting Yuffie? What's your definition of getting Yuffie? You will
We
see
will
Yuffie.
encounter Yuffie.
Yeah, we will encounter Yuffie, yes, is the correct thing. So yes, we will definitely see Yuffie, and Yuffie has a very important role in this, actually. And we're going to have a little game having to do with Yuffie when we get there, but that's at least an hour and a half away. So we got a ways to go yet. We have I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes until Red's name gets cut off. So if you want to get your names in for that, that's about the amount of time you have in order to change it. Otherwise, it's going to be Earl. Earl Vermeer. Which is Netara typing bad. Welcome.
Oh, actually, we did get a donation in.
Ooh.
So, Jerson just donated $12. They would like Red 13 to be named Blue XL 2.
Ooh.
So blue, that's 42. Aha, I remember my Roman numerals.
Excellent.
And they say that they love watching you break apart their childhood in just 3 hours.
Oh, do I break it ever? And thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. And for those who have not seen me break apart or seen someone else break apart their childhood in 3 hours, stick around because that's definitely what's going to happen here. So we're going to have some more. We've got a little bit of walking and stuff, but we've got to do some shopping first. So first off, we're going to sell some goods, get rid of those ethers. We need to get rid of one high potion. We have to keep the other one, otherwise things are sad and bad. But we need to keep a certain amount of money because I still have some shopping I need to do. One more. Okay, good. We're going to pick up a safety item, which I hopefully am not going to need, and it'll just be a time sink to buy it. But it will be run over if I do not buy it and need it. So we're going to go do that. Hey, if you want to bring our band back, that naming incentive has not been cut off. You can still donate towards it. We've got 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, $2 is all that separates those names. So it's not too late to bring back our band. So that might have been our last Hell House. We'll find out shortly because this is our last time going through this screen. So. Yep, that was the last one. Goodbye, Hell House. We love you. Thank you for making 2 appearances. So we're heading. Now you see that poor slide has been decimated. We're so sorry. We are heading back into Wall Market. Except we have already proven that we are the prettiest. We don't need to do that again. However, we've heard that there's a way up to Shinra headquarters in here. And we're looking for that. But first, we have to do some very important shopping. The first is that mithril rod. I need it very badly. Very, very important. And next off, batteries. Let me tell you, friends, don't forget to buy the batteries. You need them. And you'll be very sad if you get to the point where you need them and have to come all the way back. Which I have definitely done at least once. Kids in my way? No? Okay, so we have reached the graffiti, which, if you look carefully, appears to be a kind of English version of Avalanche. And FF7 does in fact allow dupe names. And yeah, Chrono Trigger doesn't allow dupe names, but Chrono Trigger works that once a name has been passed up and not used, it goes back into the pool. So you can kind of cycle the names there. So if you name Chrono something else, you can then name Luca Chrono, Marl Luca, and go down the line. Just so you know. Just saying. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick run through. Let's place some batteries. Okay. Now this is a little break if you have anything to read out. I can't give you too long because I do need a sound cue in a moment. But you got about 50 seconds. Yeah, I think everyone has forgotten the batteries. I've forgotten the batteries when it wasn't my first playthrough, which is the sad part. Okay, so we put in that battery. So they gave us 3 batteries, but thankfully we only need 2. The last battery is to get an item, but we don't need that. So we are gonna do this pull, which everyone hates, by sound cue. So I'll say, just missed it. There we go, first try. If you learn the sound cue for that, you will basically never miss it. But yes, I once for this game before I started speedrunning it, in a fit of giggles, started to name everybody Sephiroth. So at one point I had a party full of Sephiroths while they were all talking about Sephiroth. And let me tell you, it was confusing and I giggled a lot. Like a lot.
A party full of Sephiroth, that is hashtag the dream if I've ever heard
Hashtag
it.
the dream, right? So we have made it to the ever creepy looking Shinra headquarters. And we're here because this is where Eris has been taken, and Mikey finally starts caring about things, and we are going to save Eris. So, but first, we have to decide how we're going to get into this building. There are 2 ways to go. We can bust in through the front door, guns blazing, go through the elevator, or we can be sneaky and take the stairs. So Barrett, or Ultros of course, wants to bust in, and Tifa's like, let's be smart about this. And Mikey's like, okay Ultros, we're gonna bust in the front door. You're the boss. And then we're gonna go the sneaky way because we're a liar. And we like to break Ultros' hopes and dreams. With that, we are going to have a series of, we're going to climb all of these flights of stairs. The text automatically scrolls. Some of it's outdated. I apologize. Other than that, if you would like to explain the current name, the backup name for Red 13 and why that's such a cool name, now's a great time, Scala.
Oh, I'd be happy to. So just to let everyone know, in our current bid war for Red 13's name, currently right now, Erlemerv is in the lead again, thanks to Margaret Ann,
Woo.
who says, come on, everyone loves Erlemerv. Our top hit was featured on Netara's typing instructor.
Right?
But for the, I understand what joke that Jerison is going for with Blue 42. But one of the things that I am like a big fan of is Final Fantasy VII deep lore. I used to do a whole bunch of fan translations and everything. A lot of them I did in conjunction with what is now the Lifestream.net. If you've never been there, it's an excellent Final Fantasy VII resource. And one of my absolute favorite things that we worked on was the Final Fantasy VII early files. This was released in Final Fantasy VII Ultimania Omega. So these are a bunch of early drafts of character profiles, of scripts, all of this sort of really interesting stuff about the game that eventually got cut or changed. One really fun thing was originally there was a whole subplot with Red 13 where Hojo made like artificial copies, and their names ended up being Cobalt 14 and Indigo 15, and then they became like cyborg lions. It was this whole like really interesting storyline, and there's a whole bunch of that sort of stuff that some bits and pieces of it kind of sort of remain. There's a lot of thought that the first line in the first reactor, the line that this is not just a reactor, it feels like that came from a cut conversation with Sephiroth that was originally in the Nibelheim flashback. And there's other things, like there was originally supposed to be a whole big thing in the Gold Saucer where you had to talk to Rufus there. You arranged like a secret meeting. The CPR minigame was a plan to come back. where you'd have to do CPR on
Why?
Tifa after you. No, it makes sense in story.
Why?
Because it's after you get back from the live stream.
Why?
Cloud would have to perform CPR on Tifa
Why?
to save her, like from almost dying from having been in the live stream for that long. So there's like a whole bunch of really interesting things. You know, they've changed. Some characters got merged together. Some characters got separated. Like originally Hojo and Gas were one single character, and then eventually they got separated out. Parts of the story that eventually got put to the Zack were originally part of Sephiroth's storyline. Parts of FF7 storyline got moved to FF8 into Parasite Eve. So these are the kind of things that I am like super duper into. So thank you, Netara, for allowing me to take our wonderful stairs opportunity to talk a little bit about some of the stuff about this game that isn't quite so super duper well known. And y'all can always ask me about these sorts of things. Trust me, I will talk to you for hours about deep lore stuff, about compilation stuff, about stuff that's different between Japanese versions and English versions and all that kind of stuff. Oh,
Also, Marlene, Daddy wanted to see your face one more time. That's my favorite line in this whole thing. Also,
yeah,
yes, please name people after me. That's cool. It'll get a
absolutely
little
name everyone
confusing.
Netara.
Yeah.
But yeah, Prof Ness, there was a lot of stuff that got like cut and moved around, and they tried. There's like all sorts of like things. Here, I'll give you one more because it's an easy, nice, small one.
Hold sec. We're about to do some quick menuing before I do a boss. So we are actually going to switch out of active mode and we're going to go into wait mode now. And we're doing this in order to manipulate what's the turn order of the upcoming fight. So that's pretty important. Okay, you can go now.
Oh, I was just gonna say is that because this is just like a nice small little one. Barrett's name was originally Nicholas.
I hate it. I hate every second of it.
It got changed later on, but originally because his nickname was Nick the Needle.
That's terrible. Why would someone do that?
That was like way super duper early. It got changed a lot later when they kind of rearranged a bunch of things. Mew fan, no FF10 for this marathon. I know when we go to RPG Limit Break, there's going to be an FF10 10-person relay.
It's going to be so cool.
Which sounds like a lot of fun. But we have more Final Fantasy VII after this. Next up on the schedule is Final Fantasy V and then Final Fantasy Adventure. So don't worry, we got some Final Fantasy for you.
So we're purposely attacking in the way I did. I didn't do it very well, but every time one of those backwards rollerblading feet people loses their armor, their ATB resets. So we're trying to do it in such a way that they that manages. So we're about to do a quick bit of serious time here because we're gonna try and be sneaky. And when I first started this, I was very, very bad at being sneaky. I've gotten a lot better at it, but it still takes quite a bit of focus because there's a bit of twitch timing in there. Okay, Ultra's telling us this is the real thing. Okay, thanks, fam. Okay, let's see if we can do it. And a 10-player, it's a 10-player relay, but I think it's like 3 teams. So it's like,
I believe the way it's being handled is that each runner will have 1 hour of FF10 because it's a
really
10-hour long speed run. So it'll be kind of like more like a baton pass that will happen every hour.
I love it. Okay, hold on a sec. I gotta focus. We need to not get caught. Being caught is very bad. Okay. Almost halfway there. Okay. Boink. Okay. So we're gonna wait until there's a gap here because this part's a little bit longer than the other ones. Gives you more time to run across. Okay, good. And as long as you wait like this, the end one is easy to do. The third one there. Okay, just gonna wait another moment. Okay, we're good now. We did it! And just no reason I know this, but you can only fail that 4 times until it'll automatically pass you through. No reason I know, though. Cough. So now
I
that
like
we
how
did,
we can hear the faint
yeah,
laughing of Sistar in the
yes,
background.
Sistara remembers. So we're going up to this random person saying absolutely nothing, and they're gonna hand us their key card. Do not do this. This is bad security. My gosh. 20 person, one controller run. That seems like a terrible idea. I don't think so, but it would be pretty cool. Okay, so we got our next key card. So now we're doing a really complicated puzzle where we're going to check all the bookcases, and no, we're just going to guess the passcode. So if you want to not guess the passcode, you can. It changes every time. But you check the bookcases and it'll tell you. But it's the same 4 things every time. There's 2 options. It'll never be orbs and it'll never be Hojo. And we only care about the key card. We don't care about the extra item. So it's faster to just guess and hope RNG gave you the first one. But even if it gives you the last possible option, it's still faster than check anything. Yeah, never orbs, never Hojo. So up to the 65th floor we go. No orbs. No orb.
Orb.
Okay, so we are getting close to that cutoff for Red 13, but we gotta do this. We still have to... No, we have a couple little floors left.
And it is still anyone's game for a Red 13's name. There's only $3 separating Erlemerv and Blue 42.
Erlemerv!
So if you'd like to get behind one of those, you still have just a teeny bit of time to lock that in.
So the way this puzzle works is there's supposed to be a special order that you open all the chests in. However, so long as you put the first piece in the first spot there, you can open the rest of the chests in any order so long as it's one at a time. You can't just go around and open all the chests, because as soon as you open one chest, the rest lock. But it means you don't have to remember a certain order, you just need to remember what the first chest you have to open is. And then all the rest are in whatever order. So we're just gonna run around back here, because get those done. It's no particular time save, you have to put something in every slot anyways. So. This is a good spot while I'm just kind of to talk about anything you need to talk about while I'm running through.
I am good at the moment as far as donations go. I can take a little bit about this marathon.
Oh yeah, please.
This is RPGs We Love To. This is our 2nd annual fundraising marathon here for the RPG Valkyries. This is to help get some of our members out to RPG Limit Break in May. Y'all have been absolutely amazingly generous. You've already donated over $5,000, which, trust me, we did not expect this level of absolute kindness that you all have shown us, and we're very excited that this means that our 2 Valkyries who do have confirmed runs in RPG Limit Break will be completely taken care of. That is Silverfire and Sparkover, who will be racing Dragon Warrior Randomizer, which we're really excited for. And then RPG Chick and Keishura also have backup runs, so we'd like them to be there in case they are called upon. And then Netara, I believe you and myself will be there kind of helping out behind the scenes with some of the other runs.
Yeah, we'll be behind the scenes. Oops. There we go. We flushed the toilet. Always be clean. But
we'll probably be behind the scenes for like free enterprise and helping, and probably doing like volunteering and stuff while we're there.
Absolutely.
So we're also very happy to get the chance to go, and also to see some of you lovely people who have been so kind as to donate to help us get there. So thank you all so much. We did unlock 2 extra marathon incentives after we reached that 5K goal. So currently at 6K, so that's $6,000, we will do a special Valk Q&A stream where you'll be able to ask us questions, and we'll be absolutely happy to answer you. We'll try to get as many Valks as possible for that event.
We have a lot of different time zones, so we can't get all of us.
We'll get as many as we can, though. And then at $7,000, which is our new current top goal, if we reach that amount, you will unlock another round of Tina's Fun Corner.
Which, if you happen to watch for our rando marathon that we did back over the summer, it was definitely quote-unquote fun.
Yes. Fun with many quotation marks. So if you would like to have Tina put some of us through the Kusoge ringer, we would be absolutely happy to do that for you, but we do have to reach that 7K goal.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna change Red 13's name, now is the time. We are about to cut this off.
Yes. So
As soon as we run past, because we're gonna see Red 13 before we actually get to name him. So as soon as we see him, that is when this donation is gonna cut off. So, and that's really quite soon. So if you want to snipe that, now is the time. While we watch, Hojo be creepy.
I mean, that's just Hojo's natural existence.
Yeah, exactly. Also, don't leave doors open. If you have security, don't just leave doors open, please. Please. That's how terrorists get into your building. Cough. Which we are definitely not.
I think we totally are.
I think we totally are. Listen. Okay, well, if you want to change it to that, you've got to donate for it. It's up like 9 or 10 characters, so, Red 13 is just through this room, so we're going to do a little cutscene, and then we're going to cut it off. So, we're about to cut this off, folks. So I'll give you about till the end of this series of cutscenes. Once I get actual control back, this is cut off. So, better be quick.
I'm watching, so I'll be watching the dashboard and see if I see anything come in.
Yeah, also, I love how Cloud hides. You're just like, hey, you can't see me. It's like, because me, the audience, can't see Cloud, nobody can see Cloud. You're like, everyone can see you, Cloud. You're not hidden. Your hair is above that box, and Hojo walked right toward you. Please.
Only soldiers have peripheral vision in Final Fantasy VII.
That wasn't even peripheral vision. Hojo looked right at them. And just because I could, Mew Mew fan, sometimes you just gotta flush it. There was no game reason, I just did. Oh no, so Cloud looks inside the box, sees a lady with no head, and has an episode. Please go get help if you're having, flashbacks, passing out, things like that. Go see a doctor. Don't be like Cloud, who's just like, no, I'm totally fine. Nothing's going on. So, bad news, folks, or good news for some, that donation incentive is cut off. So we'll give it a moment to process while we get it.
Yep, we did get one last donation in from Psy 990, who wanted to make absolutely sure that Erlemerv was the winner. Yes. So at $30, thank you so much, Psy. That means Erlemerv will be the name for Red 13.
I love it. Excellent. So now first we have to watch these terrible plans. So right now it is me, and Scala Kitty is the Valkyrie host with me right now. So
hello.
We make an excellent Final Fantasy VII team. Yeah, exactly. Flushing makes me sneakier. Listen, sometimes you just gotta be clean. So, Ultros here is like, oh no, our friends are trapped in here, let me shoot it with my gun. And it looks like it's gonna explode, but thankfully for literally everyone involved in this situation, the lights just get brighter, but everything is fine. Except Hojo gets their chest totally chewed out by our lovely Erlemerv, or soon-to-be Erlemerv, by the cute fire puppy. However, there's a boss coming. So I get to decide who's coming with us. And our friend Erlemerv here is like, yeah, I'll totally help you. So, Rydia, we need you to go. Bye. Please take care of Eris. So, I'm gonna have to see how I spell this. Oh my gosh. And it's all lowercase, too. Which makes it even better.
So it starts with E.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I've got the sheet up. Earl Vormer. Okay, got it. Okay, select. Okay, so now our next boss, HO512. We need our weight on for here too, because these little pill bugs in the front are a pain in the butt, because they get in the way for our targeting for the grenades, and they don't need to be killed in order to progress here. They're just kind of in the way. So we're going to do some more of this weight tricking and try and make sure those pill bugs get as few turns as possible. So we're kind of, while we're sitting in the menu on wait, the ATB does not move. So we want to spend as much time in that menu as possible. Again, we just don't want those pill bugs doing much of anything if we can help it. Because once the boss is dead, pill bugs also die. There we go. Fabulous. Excellent fight. Yeah, it was totally canon. Okay, so we have officially recruited Earl Vermeer. How are we pronouncing this again?
I think we can use just Earl.
Earl. Okay, I'm so bad at pronouncing things, everyone. I'm so sorry. So Earl here has joined the party, and once again, they're like, "Do you need the menu? Are you sure? Would you like to menu with everyone?" And you're like, "No, you're good. We're fine." So we don't need that materia, so we're gonna leave it behind. We did before this battle pick up the very, very, very extremely important poison materia. We went out of our way to open a treasure chest in order to get that materia. We need it. We can actually not finish this run without that poison materia. So don't forget it. That's a run ender. You can pick it up on your way back, but I don't like taking chances. I like to have the backup of remembering if I forget on my way there. So we've picked up Eris, we've got our new friend Earl, and we're gonna leave. But unfortunately, there's no elevator on the 67th floor, which seems like an oversight to me. So we're going back to the 66th floor and hopping in our elevator. And let's go. Oh hey, there's a friend here. They're like, up please. And you're just like, jerks, it must be a trap, which is just so rude. Please enjoy Sistara not enjoying my joke.
Sistara's distant wow.
She was just like,
Gives
what?
you so much life.
Right. Welcome to Sistara's Assassin Maya streams. She's the true humor here. So we have been captured. We were not quite as sneaky as we thought. Yeah, that face is exactly Sistara. So we weren't sneaky, and so we got caught. And so now we're all caught by Shinra, which is no good at all. We really didn't want that. Okay, so our next naming incentive is going to be Sid, which has a commanding lead of Draven with $30.54. However, we're not going to be naming Sid for at least 30 to 45, probably even closer to 50 minutes. So there's lots of time to get donations in for that in order to name Sid. That being said, we still have that bid war open for Mugglitch versus Omnislash, and Omnislash is only at $10, so very, very easy to beat that out if you would rather get the speedrun tech and do this fast. It's like save or kill the animals. Do we want fast or do we want swag? So,
Always swag.
Always swag. I like swag. So we have made it.
But it would be fun to see the Mugglitch. If you've never seen it before, it is pretty interesting.
It's pretty neat. It's unexciting, but it's neat because, yeah, you shouldn't be able to do it. It's literally, if you play this too casually, you can't just smack Sephiroth. You can Omnislash or you can Omnislash. So, but with the way how we're going to kill Sephiroth, you have an option. So, we had a whole bunch of options of who to talk to here, but we wanted to talk to Eris because after we've talked to her, we get a new command to progress the plot. And if you would like swag, you do have to donate for it. It is a donation incentive, so get your donations in if you want to ensure that that goes to that. That it goes to swag. Lots of time left. Again, there is about an hour and a half left of this run. At least. And it's the last thing we do is the last hit. So we finish the conversation, and now we just want to get some sleep. We don't care about the rest of our friends. We're tired. We had our chat with Eris. We're good. It's time to sleep on the floor. We did it. We had a nap. And hey, that's weird. Our door is no longer red on top. Wonder what that means. Huh, the door's open. So I really like this sequence. It's silly. It's really silly because we're like, okay, Cloud notices the door open. Let's check the guard. Let's talk to Iridia here. Iridia's like, huh, it looks like the door is open. Let's go let's go see what's happening. So then we go and we check the guard. I wonder what happened. Oh, let's go tell someone else. So we get the key this time at least. So while Rydia there goes checks on Eris, we're gonna go check on our Bay Ultros. And they're like, oh look, the door is open. How did that happen? Let's go check. Like it's the same thing. Everyone is just like, they can't trust someone. They just have to be like, nope, my turn. Yeah, and that's exactly it, Jerzen. We're literally gonna stand there and win. It's pretty fabulous. Yeah, the mug glitch is standing there and win. But if you play casually and you just stand there, you will counter with Omni Slash. So, Ultra. So I love these gumball machines. I don't know what their actual names are, but they're living gumball machines. So Earl is here and been like, wow, everyone's dead and there's a huge mess. Something must be going on. We're like, really? Really? This is your observation? We know. So we're gonna follow this really handy dandy blood trail. Thank you. Someone was a kind friend and left this for us, so we know exactly where we're going. Someone's really thinking of the team. So everything's a little trashed, but you know what? This isn't our building, and we were probably gonna trash it anyways, so we're not really that upset. These things are a little creepy. No, don't.
It's not the first time the Shinra building has been trashed.
Right, exactly.
To be honest,
it should be used to it. So we're gonna deviate because I like going up. There's no difference, really. Here we go.
It's just another top path versus the the lower path kind of
Yeah,
thing,
it
like
really
we had
is.
in FF4.
Mm-hmm. Except there's really no difference. It's just literally up or down. Once you go up the stairs or down the stairs, you're just walking straight in either case. So it looks like President Shinra is dead, and he's got Sephiroth's sword in him, which is weird. Very weird. We're like, Sephiroth, what? And so Palmer, my most hated of Palmers, is just like, oh gosh, Sephiroth was here. Things are scary. I'm out skis. I'm just leaving. Toodles. So, and here comes a helicopter. Huh, that must be Rufus. So we just can't let this stand. We're gonna go visit. We're gonna go see Rufus.
So we don't get to hear Rufus's theme song in this version.
I know, it's sad. So here's Rufus. Pay attention to his eyes soon. Next time you get a chance to see, I don't think it's in this, but when we do get to fight him, which is shortly, his eyes are like the mouths on the NPCs. Important characters that you fight in battle, they did something with their eyes and they're broken. They barely have eyes. The same thing, Yuffie is the same.
Oh, see, now I have to definitely pay attention.
Yeah, it's the only two that I've noticed it on in this run. But you're just like, what is wrong with their eyes? Where did they go? It looks like their eyes are literally fading out of existence. And you're like, but they need, no! Okay, so Cloud's like, uh-oh, this is bad. Things are really bad. Please just take Eris and run. And you're like, okay, cool. Cool, can do, boss. And Cloud's like, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. So, team, we're in team. Let's get out of here. We don't have time for this. But Eris is like, but what about Cloud? What about Mikey? We can't just leave Mikey there. And Tifa's like, don't worry. I got this. You just go to the elevator. And we're okay, cool, can do. So this menu, it's one of those, do you want to leave the materia on Rydia and Mikey, or do you want to remove it? And we just want the first option, which is remove, so that's totally fine. So back in the elevator we go, and what's waiting for us but a boss with not boss music? But don't worry, we're prepared. We brought with us an entire stack of grenades. So anyone who's played this casually, this fight can be pretty annoying because it's got a distance issue to it. So if you don't have a long range weapon like magic or a gun or something, you can't even hit the boss. But grenades are long range. So we're just gonna hold A to win, or hold confirm to win. And the only thing we're really watching out for is we need to make sure Eris stays alive. We need her at a specific level and set of stats for a later in the game. So we need her to not die. So if she gets down to about 150, we're going to use her limit break to heal herself and subsequently everyone else up. We don't really care about everyone else though. So other than that, we're going to sit here and throw grenades. Until we win.
I mean, it's a pretty solid plan. It gets the job done.
Right? I'm a huge fan.
I'm just looking at these elevators and I'm like, I could not stand these elevators.
Yeah.
Glass elevators, they make me like nauseous.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they're creepy, and these, anyways, it's like up and down and up and down. It's like, oh god, these are the bad elevators.
Yes, this all looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does not.
Especially the giant mecha.
Right? This one's name is Heligunner. I don't know what the other one's named, but this one is the Heligunner. I know that because my splits tell me so.
Sorry, the Herb limit break coming up.
I love it. Yeah. Listen, if we're gonna trash Shinra's building, we're gonna take it to the next level and like trash the elevators too.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's at least like 3 times the Shinra building gets trashed over the course of what was shown in FF, like with the compilation. So this is like the 3rd time this has happened.
Nice. Yeah, it's their time to take the stairs. Okay, we're gonna... You know what? Nope, we got it. Excellent. Heligunner down. Phew, we did it. We're gonna take that mithril armlet. We're gonna need that later. We're good. We don't need a menu right now. But we are gonna talk now. Look at Rufus's eyes in this fight. This is really important.
Okay.
Stare into his beautiful, disappearing eyes. And I'm sorry about the puppy in advance.
We're sorry, Dark Nation.
We're sorry. But you, Dark Nation heals and adds, just does a lot of really terrible things, so we need Dark Nation gone. Stat. On, excellent. And we got the low damage roll. We're like 1 HP off of killing Dark Nation with that.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's just 1 extra turn. Bye. Sorry, puppy. Sorry, not sorry. So, similar to Reno, Rufus here just needs 4 hits, 4 grenades to the face, and he is also going to remember that he left the oven on. And it's gotta go. I don't know why so many people are leaving their ovens on, but, like, folks, make sure your ovens aren't on before you leave the house. And also, have a really cool shotgun. And also, don't be that helicopter driver. Now look at the eyes right here. Like, look what's wrong with his eyes. Yeah, Penguin took Rufus's eyes. Why would you do that? Okay, so we're gonna give him his materia back because we actually need those. Okay, cool. Away we go. Okay, so down the stairs. And we haven't saved in quite a long while, so we're just gonna make the save here. Just, let's do it. Marathon safety and all. So, okay, good. We got that save. Let's go talk to Tifa. Where's Rufus? Who knows? He took off with that really should not have been licensed helicopter driver. I think it was probably Palmer. Weren't the eyes beautiful? Okay, so if you have anything to read, now's a good point.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, well, while Netara is taking a momentary break, we did get a donation in from Tifa's Revenge, who donated $20 saying that y'all are the best, and Final Fantasy Adventure needs some love too. Put this towards naming the girl Tifa, and good luck with the rest of the runs. Let's go to over 9,000. I don't think we can quite make that, but I appreciate the moxie. So, but thank you so much, though, for your kind donation, Tifa's Revenge. And we will get on listing the girl in FFA to be Tifa. Right now, that is indeed the winning name. Also in the running for that, we have Bear at $10 and Mana at $8. So, and just as a little reminder, we also can name the boy in Final Fantasy Adventure. Currently, that name is Hasti at $1. And then you can also have Lester pick a song for us to play. Before that, I know, songs, right? And before that, we will be having FF5, and you can name Bart's in that game. Currently, Bart's is named Cloud.
As you do.
Yes,
They
and
were trying to name Cloud Barts as well.
but he just kind of came in there. But also, we do have an additional incentive for FF5 to save Gilgamesh that is at $10 out of 100, so we'd love to see that met. And, Jar, are you going to explain how we're going to avoid these motorcycle bugs?
I totally am. So each different color motorcycle has a different AI script. And so we're looking for 3 red, and you can only have 3 on the screen at once. And the red one specifically will not come near Cloud while he's swinging his sword. So if we can get 3 on the screen like we just did, we just get to sit here and mash to swing the sword, and nothing happens. We just have a la-di-da hangout on our bike. This actually happened really fast. I've had times where we didn't get any red bikes, like, at all. It was great. Well, just to be clear, motorcycle game is only ever played once and legitimately in this category. Let's stick with the legitimately. Once legitimately. I mean, don't we all love motorcycles? I certainly do. Actually, this part's really painful, I'm not gonna lie. It's really good to get them early for your speed game, but it's really bad for your mashing, because you're just like, oh god. I'm just gonna mash for like 2 minutes while we ride. As you can see, they're all just staying behind. It's annoying when you've got like 2 and you get a different color and you kill it and they knock out one of the red ones and you're like, no, I almost had enough.
I mean, everyone does love this part of the game so much that you can go back and play it in the Golden Saucer. They made a whole like mobile game based around this.
This game is great. I used to hate this game, and then I learned the mechanics of it, and now even when the other stuff comes in, I'm like, I can actually hit things, except for that turn, because they actually reverse your controls on that. They try and stay it so it makes sense, but it doesn't. Okay, cool. So
also,
we did it.
Technically, this motorcycle is a Hardy Daytona.
Yeah. It's true. It is a Hardy Daytona.
You can get a model of it. It's gorgeous.
Okay, so we're gonna have a serious moment here because I have to do some counting, and you folks can count with me. We are going to count 544 are our magic numbers, and those are gonna be super important, and those are gonna make us not die to this fight, even though it's gonna look like we're gonna be almost dying a few times. So, but first off, we need Cloud. Cloud is gonna start us off because Cloud's just a pal. Just a total pal. And by I mean Mikey. Anyways, we're gonna get a bolt. We're gonna get some grenades. Excellent. So that's 111. So what those numbers are is how many times every person has attacked. So we need Cloud or at least one person to attack 5 times and everyone else to attack 4 times. So that's 2, 2. There'll be another 2 as soon as Rydia attacks. Please stop attacking Cloud like that. That is one of the only things that can make this go wrong. Okay, so it's 2, 2, 2, 3. And it's input the commands, not actually attacking. 3. This is gonna look scary, but we should be fine. If we're not, I'm gonna cry a little, but that's fine. This should about do 70, 80. Okay, so that's 3, 3, 3. 4. And I'll explain the counting once we're done. 4, 4, and 5. So I'm taking my finger off the button. So what we're doing here is we are not attacking again until Motorball here starts to get ready to counterattack, which is right now. So now we can start attacking again. And what that does is it skips one of Motorball's turns. It skips this counterattack phase and ensures that we don't die a horrible, horrific death. Oh, Sai-Chan, please stick around. You will see soon how we can be halfway through Estimate and only just leaving Midgar. This run is magic, to put it kindly. Okay. So, we are going to do a skip right now, which is referred to as Barrett skip. So what this skip is, I'm going to explain it early, is we are going to trigger a press A or a press confirm to trigger text box. At the same time, we trigger a move into a certain area to trigger text box. And by having those both types of text boxes on the screen at the same time, it allows us to move in sequences we shouldn't be able to move. And we are going to do this multiple times in the run. This is the first really noticeable one. So I do get to retry if I muck it up, but it is quite important that we do it and we don't just leave the normal way. No, that was wrong. She's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. You'll know when we got it. No, we're staying here. We're not leaving. Yeah, she's fine. Oh, we almost had it too. Oh, we kind of did have it. Let's stay. Okay, never mind. Okay, we had it, but it got a little broken. Like bad broken. Okay. Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry about it. Nope, let's stay for a while. So, nope, a little too close there. Again, you'll know by the text box because things will go a little weird. Oh, so close. Nope. Come on. Come on, my friend. Ultros, I need you to be a pal for me. Nope. The text boxes look normal, so we didn't do it. There we go. Went a little funny. I don't know. Then let's go. Bye. They're supposed to keep talking, and we're like, nah. So not only is it faster if you get that really quickly to do, in this case it wasn't faster, but it is really important to do it, mechanical-wise. Yeah, it is a really silly bug. And the fact, and just, yeah, it is frame perfect, that trick. And the fact that you can break things so badly by doing that is pretty impressive. Will you stop? Please let us flee. Yeah, they didn't expect us to break it in that way. Okay, we're getting a little low health here. So, we're just about in the town, but let's just save. I'm a big believer in safety saving and being safe than sorry. We have made it to the first town outside of Midgar. We have made it to Calm. And we're about to have a conversation because they're like, you know Sephiroth? Why are you so convinced he's dead? What's the whole deal? But first, we need to shop. Shopping's important. So we're gonna sell some cool things that we got, and I'm sure they're cool items, but dollars. In this case, though, it's not for grenades. And then, yeah, lots of tints. Okay, so we just wanted to stock up on gear. Well, everyone, I hope you like cutscenes and plot because we are about to have a whole pile of it. So I'm going to talk and kind of explain what's going on, but Scala, please feel free to pop in at any point during this because it's literally cutscenes for the next close on 15, 20 minutes.
I mean, this is actually my favorort part of the game.
It's my favorite part of the game, too. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big plot gamer, which makes it funny that
Yes.
I'm a speed gamer, or a speed runner, but it's a huge thing. We do have some RNG coming up. We have a fight right at the beginning of this series of cutscenes where we need particular things to happen, but we'll give it a minute. Yes, exactly. We're gonna have a fight with Cloud and Sephiroth versus a dragon in just a moment. And there's kind of two ideal scenarios. One is the best. So we need the dragon to just not attack Cloud at all. If that happens, perfect. That's exactly what we want. If the dragon attacks Cloud, Cloud's gonna die. There's no question, Cloud dies. We need Sephiroth in that scenario to be heartless and to not bring Cloud back. Just to leave Cloud lying on the ground dead. Bad RNG is if Cloud's like, oh no, my friend is dead on the ground. I'm gonna use life too and bring my friend back. And then you're like, that's unfortunate. So, yeah. Hope for some good RNG. Brutal creatures, where? Yeah, everyone wants to yawn right now.
The weirdest thing is noticing that even like the Shinra guards have like little teeny tiny like mouths there at the very bottom seam of their masks.
Yep. Okay, so first hit, good. Come on, dragon. Yeah, okay, good RNG. We like it. So we're good. Cloud is super happy that he got to stand around and do nothing with his 140 HP. Mikey's just like, oh, we're good. We're good. So we come back, and one thing that poor Ultros has been doing all throughout the run is like making comments, asking questions, and just in general, Rydia has no time for it at all, ever. And during this series of cutscenes, Ultros is just like, I have questions! And Rydia's like, you are gonna sit down, you're gonna be quiet, and you're gonna ask your questions at the end. And Ultros is like, okay, I'm sorry. It's sad. Okay, favorite part. Hold on a sec. It's time to go. Whee! And Ultros is like, wait a minute. You're like, oh, what? Hello? This is it where Rydia's like, Ultros? And Ultros is like, but questions. Ultros is adorable. Like, Barrett in this game is the cutest. He's constantly like, okay, but, and Tifa has no time for it whatsoever. Tifa's like, Barrett, if I have to tell you one more time, we're turning this car around.
Oh, can I bring up a small thing?
Heck
This is
yeah.
actually- So this is something where if you're paying really close attention, if you compare the Nibelheim that we are shown in this sequence of events, in the flashback, with the one that's in the game, there actually are subtle differences between the two versions
Huh.
to show how Shinra actually rebuilt it, but they didn't do it exactly right. It's very small things, like the placements of chimneys and pipes, but if you're paying attention, you actually can see that the devs thought that far ahead, and that's one of my favorite like small details in
Okay,
Final
that's
Fantasy VII.
really cool. I like that detail a lot. Also, welcome. We're being introduced to Tifa in her swankest, most amazing cowgirl outfit, showing that even from a younger age, she loved westerns. And boy, does she look fabulous, because, well, Tifa always looks fabulous, but she looks especially good in that outfit. Like, look how cute she is. My gosh. We all wish we could be as cute as Cowgirl Tifa. Just saying. Okay, so with that, we got a photo taken. Sephiroth is very grumpy about it, but photo taken, we're ready to go. We're heading to the Mako reactor, which is built on Mount Nebel, because there have been reports of monsters and malfunctions with the reactor, so we're here, you know, as the big tough soldiers to check it out and make sure the reactor's okay. There's confidential stuff in there, so they can't just send anybody to check it out. That's right, Tifa is amazing. In my casual playthrough, I love Tifa. I just leave her in my party like 100%. Listen, Cloud is adorable. There is no word of a lie. There's a lot of adorable people here, and Cloud was voted the prettiest. I love how the bridge starts falling and Cloud's just standing up straight being like, oh gosh. It's like, oh, what's happening?
Like, oh, I'm being rendered into this cutscene. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think this mountain understands basically anything. Do the monsters keep increasing? Yes. Yes, they do. Why do they keep increasing? Because we keep playing Final Fantasy IV. And so it sends the monsters, the leftover monsters from Final Fantasy IV, into Final Fantasy VII. And this may sound cruel, but we don't have time to go back, so we lost some of our people. And there's no particular reason I'm bringing up that text box right now. Just don't worry about it. So Sephiroth's like, you know, we lost some people, but we don't have time. This is an important mission. We're gonna have to take the hit, which is harsh because those are people, but, well, hope they're fine, goodbye.
Sephiroth not letting you run away.
Yeah, Sephiroth definitely has a running animation. You can basically never run away from these battles. I just tried just in case, but honestly, they end in the first turn anyways, because Sephiroth's like, Lightning 3, Ice 3, Quake! You're like, okay, OP much. I don't even know why they bring, like, little 140 HP Cloud along, like, really. And if you've played the whole game, you know. Anyways. But yeah, you're just like, why am I even here? I could be taking a nap while you do everything.
I like that there is a scene in Crisis Core that kind of implicated that Sephiroth just speedruns battles for his own amusement.
Oh, really?
It's one of those ones that is really hard to catch. It's part of the digital mind wave, but you can get one where Sephiroth is like takes like a second to explain to Zack what to do, and then just goes and does it like very fast. And Zack's just like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Oh, clearly Sephiroth would just be a speedrunner."
So confirmed here first, folks. If Sephiroth is a speedrunner.
Sephiroth is a speedrunner, and he smells like vanilla and roses because that is also canonical to Crisis Core.
I love it.
There's a lot of weird canon stuff in Crisis Core, but
Crisis
that
Core
one's
is just weird. Awesome, but weird.
yeah. I mean, I love that game,
I do
and
too.
I know all the issues that it has, but I still love it.
Listen,
Like I said, it's fun and it's weird.
it is. And I was going to say, I play Kingdom Hearts. I can't call any other universe weird. There's no other
No.
extended universe which is as weird as Kingdom Hearts. So, like, yes, I agree with you. Final Fantasy VII does have a weird extended universe, but it's downright normal compared to Kingdom Hearts, which just said, "What's this plot?" Toss. We're just making it up. There's a Tumblr meme about that, anyways, about how Nomura's every game is just like, "We're gonna do this," and his whole staff is like, "Are you freaking kidding me? No!" And he's like, "Too late," and you're like, "What?" Anyways.
I mean, he's friends with Kojima, and they kind of direct the same way.
Exactly. So I purposely left there and came back in because Sephiroth walks in front of you otherwise and is very slow. Like, really heckin' slow. And we don't have time for that. So by leaving and coming back in, we actually clear him from the screen. He already got there. So we don't waste the time waiting for him to walk incredibly slowly. Because when you're as powerful as Sephiroth, you're in no rush to go anywhere. You'll get there when you get there. And I appreciate that, but from a speedrunning mentality, I ain't got time for that. So we're gonna go look here. We're gonna go hit this valve because we're helpful. And we're gonna go talk to Sephiroth, who's like, "What is in these containers? This is really weird. I knew nothing about this, and bad." Okay, so Sephiroth's like, "Look through the window," and you actually have to talk to Sephiroth to be able to look through the window. Like, it seems like I talked to him and he's like repeated himself, and you're like, "Nope, you actually can't just go to the window yourself. You have to talk to Sephiroth to get there." Oh, yay, Bob. Smiley Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Yeah, Goku confirmed in the pods. Now the question is this how Goku got his powers, or is this what happened to Goku after? You decide.
I mean, it's all aliens, so.
Yeah, see, exactly. Also, Sephiroth, please warn us. Look around you before drawing out your sword and start swinging it, especially when it's that big. You almost sliced Cloud in half, and Mikey doesn't appreciate that. You're like, please do not do. Oh, I can stop mashing for a moment. Hurrah! Do, 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 do. I have to say, though, look at those tights. Fabulous.
I was about to say, like, when you actually encounter these guys in Crisis Core, oh my god, that scared me.
Yeah.
They're so scary to fight.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of things in there that are scary.
I ran away from pretty much all of them. I was just like, nope.
As you do. Right? Those legs looked like they were probably literally on fire. No word of a lie. So, of course, because this is like, wow, the game's like, wow, this takes a really long time to get to this point. They're like, hey, do you want to save? We're like, nah. What are you talking about saving? We gotta keep talking. And Earl's just like, phew, I didn't want to stop anyways. Exactly. Also, if no one's noticed it, on the gate to the Shinra Mansion, the meteor is right there. The meteor which is in the logo of the game. Like the Final Fantasy VII title. It's right there. It's like, it's not even just foreshadowing. It's someone just straight out being like, oh, hey, what up? There's a meteor coming. And it's like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's right on the gate. And you're like, I don't believe you. And you're like, no, it's right there, really. I just can't even. That the designers of this game were just like, lol. We're just gonna put it right there. Also, I really like
foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing. Or just blatant. Hey, what up?
What do you like?
Yeah. The emote, that heart emote.
Oh, that's from Dave Stereo, who is another Final Fantasy VII runner.
Yeah, I know Bob comes from his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we almost made it. I wish we could just be like, hey, what up, Vincent? In here, but alas.
You can't.
Nope. So Sephi is here and is just reading books, which is a dangerous pastime if Beauty and the Beast has taught me nothing else. And he's learning things. And unfortunately in this case, it's a whole bundle of lies. But he's taking them as truth because he really doesn't know about his past and his parentage and anything. And according to these reports that he's reading, he is actually the produced child of Genova, who is who is one of the ancients, or so these books say. And yeah, that definitely has a good. You're gonna see the reaction of what books make you do. Though I agree, I love reading. I read all the time.
Reading is good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just not in this case.
Yeah, in this case, yeah. Choose your medium wisely. Read with a grain of salt. So don't worry about this
Not a
music.
binge.
Everything is fine. Sometimes you just gotta have a bit of dramatic music. Like, sometimes there's a nice drum performance going on. You should go and hang out with them. Learn how to play some epic drums. Yeah, he should have just put him on his Kindle. Where's the lie? So we're going back with the not at all ominous music, because everything is totally fine. And Sephiroth's having a giggle, so don't worry about it. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And the first thing he tells us is that we're a traitor, and we're like, what? We left you down here for like a weekend, and what? Yeah, so he has decided from the material he has read in the books that his mother is the rightful kind of leader, owner of the planet, and she, as an ancient, was going to protect the planet by wiping all humankind and all life off of it. And Sephiroth, as her child, is going to take up this holy mission, or so he believes. And so he's like, out of my way, I'm off to see Mother. And then the creepy music escalates. So it's like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Everything is not fine, by the way. I do love how the music changes. It just escalates as you go. You're like, uh-oh. Everything is funnier with the open mouths. I would really like, confirmation as to whether they added those in or whether they were always there and they just stripped off the image layer that showed them.
I think that they were always there.
I think that was the case, and then in the PlayStation 1, they were like, we're going to cover this up,
I think
they
it's
look
more
silly.
that they're just not active in the PlayStation 1 version. And
Why
then
would they activate them?
And yeah, I think it was with the intent that they were actually supposed to transform a little bit. To look like talking. That to me seems like would be like the case.
Yeah.
I would be very interested to actually go and look at the original PS1 models and see if that texture was a part of them or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, everyone, post your Valk's evil in chat. We all know the true evil. We gotta set things on fire. Or your Valk's fine. Or even your Valk's heck, if you must. To all celebrate the fire and glory of Sephiroth's beautiful hair. Some combination of them. I cannot join you in your posting because the game will pause if I do so. But I am Valk's eviling in my heart. And very still, why I see that PPMA there. Don't think I don't. Yeah, don't worry. I'll keep you safe, Margie. So we're doing time number 2. I hate this particular one reactor the most because this particular thing, it's on a diagonal, so trying to get down that climbing and walk in the correct direction is incredibly difficult. So Tifa's father has either been killed or very gravely hurt, and she takes Sephiroth's sword, which was left behind, and is like, no, that's it, I'm done with this. This is a really sad story, to be honest. So Tifa's like, you hurt my dad, I'm gonna hurt you with the sword I don't know how to use. So unfortunately for the entire world, Tifa is trained as a martial artist, not as a swords person. So she doesn't really know how to use the sword properly, and when faced with the owner and well-trained user of said sword, she just doesn't stand a chance. Listen, zombies have rights too.
I like the people who actually there's been a trend in Tifa fan art to draw Tifa with a scar, like
that's
across
really
her chest.
cool. I like it.
Yeah, I really like the people who kind of incorporate those sorts of story elements into their fan art. I think it's a good trend.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry, we made this part harder in the remake. No! No, don't do it. Oh yeah, exactly. She is incredibly talented as a martial artist, but swords are not her thing. So, of course, Cloud comes in and is like, no. No, I made you a promise. I'm going to be here to save you when you need it. So shortly, there is going to be a section of flashing. I will let everyone know so you can look away, and I'll let you know when it finishes. Literally nothing happens other than flashing while the flashing is happening, so I promise you'll miss nothing. We're not there yet, though. Yeah, basically epilepsy warning, or if you have any sort of visual sensitivity to flashing. So, this
It's my
cutscene's
favorite cutscene.
Me too. It's so creepy. Are
I
stealing the
love it.
planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you. So don't worry. Creep. Toss. Toss.
So creepy. I think that my favorite version of that scene is the one in the animated version,
Oh, yes.
Last Order.
Last Order is so good.
Because it's Toshiyuki Morikawa, and don't get me wrong, George Newbern, great voice actor. I love him as Superman, but Toshiyuki Morikawa just owns Sephiroth, like as a role. He's so good in that role.
I just find all the Japanese voice casts are very good.
Yeah, FF7 has an amazing Japanese voice cast.
Yeah.
Like from
Sakamoto
start
Maya.
to finish.
Yeah, Sakamoto Maya as Eris just breaks my heart.
Did you know?
Okay,
the
phone's like
cutest-
flashing.
Oh, sorry.
Flashing is starting now, so look away. I'll let you know when you can look back. Okay, go on.
I thought my favorite kind of cute fact with like the Japanese voice cast is Maya Sakamoto is married to Suzumura Kenichi, who is Zack's voice actor.
That is so happy. And flashback is done and flashing is done. And everyone's like, so what do you mean that's it? Tifa's like, what happened to me? And everyone's like, what the heck? That story's not over. And Barrett's like, I'm just done. I'm not listening to this. I'm leaving. And he asks, let's get a move on. You're like, right. If you say, wait a second, you have to keep talking to Ultros. And like, I love talking to Ultros as much as the next person, but we need Ultros to just go so we can keep moving. Okay, we made it. So, with that, we are going to get the most important tool and the most exciting tool in the game. We're getting a cell phone! So, we just got
I
our
love that
PHS.
it's a 90s brick cell phone too.
I know, it's so great. Okay, so we did it. We got our cell phone. We got our party. We're going to go head off. It's time to go. We have to go catch a chocobo so we can go and get across these sands because the materia, or not the materia, haha, the Midgar Zolom is a big jerk and we don't like it. And but we're too slow to get past without a chocobo, right?
We don't need chocobos.
We don't need a
As much as
chocobo.
we love them, we don't need them.
We do. I'm not even gonna do the good strat. Most likely, I'm gonna do the safe strat. So we're gonna do a safety save because, ouch. I'm very particular about where I save things. Oh gosh. Nope, that's fine. That's why we safety save right there. So, getting back in there. Boing. I didn't even notice the Zolom right there, but that didn't matter. So we're gonna try it the legit way, and I'm sure nothing could go wrong. No, we didn't do it right, but we're close enough, we're fine. So we're gonna... Oh, no! Oh, that was the closest save I've ever done in my life. Anyways, we're fine. So we're gonna save right there. We're gonna Alt F4, we're gonna play back in, because if you save in the middle of the field, just anywhere in the middle of that field there, and then load that save, the Midgar Zolom is somewhere else, so it allows you to finish crossing the screen without worrying about the Midgar Zolom. So who needs a chocobo? Not us. However, there is really quite a delay between that Zolom being near you and getting into your menu, so you have to give quite a lot of time. Like, the fact I got into the menu that quickly when I accidentally exited out of the menu was really, I was lucky. Very, very lucky. So also, we have some crab battle going on here. It broke. It broke my knife! If I came across these crabs in a cave, I'd be pretty scared.
I would not want to crab battle with them.
No, I wouldn't either. And for everyone who's joining us, yes, we are going to finish this in just under an hour. We are 2 hours into a about 3 hour run. RNG depending. There is some very heavy RNG sections coming up which are going to affect the timings on this run. So as much as I would like to hope that I am doing quite well, there's a few factors which are going to depend on that. So here's Elena, who is arguably the best Turk. I hope you love her. Feast your eyes on her. Please appreciate how wonderful she is in telling us that we're going to Junon Harbor next, because we're not going to see her again. So, bye, Elena. We love you. Hi, Sing. You're a jerk. Asking after you slapped Eris, and now you're like, oh, I hope Eris is doing fine. You creepy. Go away. Ugh. It's funny, I had such different opinions on all of these characters until I started speedrunning, and now I'm just like, ugh. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this. This is cool and all, but you know what I really miss more than anything?
What?
I miss cutscenes.
I miss them too.
That's my favorite part of the game, and I think I'm going back. I don't wanna whatever, Junon Harbor, you do what you want. I'm going this way.
Junon. No one wants to have to do the CPR minigame. No one wants to have to talk to Mr. Dolphin.
That dolphin is so annoying.
No one wants to be in a parade.
Oh, I definitely don't want to be in a parade. As much as I love Rufus' husband, we're not doing it. So we're doing this again. This is much more fun. We're going to see Zach, not Zach. We're going to go hang out. We're going to do things. Well, you know what, Margie? You can be in a parade. Nothing is stopping you. I bet you'd be really, really good in the parade. But I don't like parades. Doing all that like gun spinning, that gives me some anxiety. So we're gonna in fact hang out here with my friends Ultros, Rydia, Eris, and Earl, and we're gonna try and get some good dragon RNG again. I got this. Of course I got this. I don't have to deal with a dolphin. I'm doing great. Yeah, the person driving the truck's got it. Actually, can you tell it's supposedly pouring of rain or snow? If you look at the wipers. So, remember that dragon RNG from earlier? Well, it is in effect once again, because we're doing the same battle again. So we have to hope again that the dragon is not going to attack Cloud, A, and if that does not happen and Cloud dies, we have to hope that Sephiroth is truly the heartless person we just witnessed him to be, and will leave Cloud on the cold, hard Nibelheim ground. So, we're gonna cross our fingers and see what happens. They're in a military truck. They're fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, dragon. Attack Sephiroth. Yeah, you know what? We're doing it again.
It's fun.
I want to do it again. I don't want to do Junon Harbor. Like, that's literally the worst. Okay, Sephiroth. We're fine. Sephiroth, be heartless. Yes, we did it. Good RNG. Oh, Demarine, you're asking the magic questions. Stick around. Sometimes doing things slow is actually doing things fast. Well, if this is the first time you've seen Final Fantasy VII, you're going to get to see a few things multiple times. I hope you like that. Such as this wonderful plot-filled cutscene. Listen, Final Fantasy VI is an excellent game, but Final Fantasy VII is a very different game. I love both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You can love pretty much all the different Final Fantasies in their own special way.
Okay, hold on a sec. Really important here. This is RNG manip. Whee! It's not at all. I just love going weird. Anyway. Look, Ultra still has so many questions, and Rydia's still like, please stop. I warned you about this earlier, and Ultros is like, I don't remember that, and Rydia's like, stop. We are done.
Ultros also wants to know how the speedrun's going to work.
Yeah, Ultros is very confused. If you thought Ultros was confused earlier, you ain't seen nothing yet. Ultros is very confused right now. Yeah, I personally wasn't a fan of Final Fantasy VIII myself, but yeah, I definitely appreciate that lots of people loved it. I just don't play it. So we're gonna go have a nap, because that's what you do when you've been apparently traveling through really terrible weather. Oopsie. Also, don't mash when you're trying to get some sleep. So, last time we were here, we talked to Sephiroth, we got a really pretty picture taken, and we ran off into the mountains, and everything got lit in fire. You know what? I don't like that, and we're not doing that this time. So instead, okay, no, we didn't do that right. We're gonna try some other stuff. We're definitely not doing anything weird, I promise. This is totally normal and intended. Please be nice. No! So, as you can probably guess, we're trying to do a skip here, where we're gonna trigger this person's text at the same time Sephiroth screams at us. Excellent, to some amusing effects. So by doing that, we are now going to get to run past. So Sephiroth's gonna scream at us and tell us to please, hey, calm down, wait over here, and we're like, nope, can't do. Gotta go. So I'm sure nothing weird's gonna happen because we did that. I'm sure everything is normal. Think they'd let me take a picture? Not this time, they won't. Hope you got your picture first time. Yeah, I can't imagine that either. I'm pretty sure it's someone else who says that. Okay, so we're on this bridge. We're getting ready to be on this bridge. And that's cool and all. But you know what? I don't like bridges either. We fell the last time we were on that bridge, so we're not doing it. We're totally not. We're hanging around here, and we're having a party. I would love to hear him chill. Oh, well, only Mikey's in this party. That's unfortunate. Oh, Mikey's dead. Well, that's whatever. Okay, you know what? You've convinced me, game. We'll go to Junon Harbor. Fine. Rude. This game doesn't let me do anything I want to do.
Aw, we're here to have fun. Come on,
We
game.
are. I know, right? Sephiroth abandoned us, let us die. At least there's this cool bird over here.
That's a really cool bird.
That is a really cool bird. And this is a really cool something with spikes. Oop, that's not actually what I want to do. What? This is totally not part of the run. You've caught me. I'm just mucking about because I don't like speedrunning. No, it's a lie.
We can go back to deep lore time.
Yeah, you want deep lore? Oh look, hey, we're back. This is a cool place to be. So we just broke the game a little bit. So what happened? I can't give you the exact science, I'll be honest. So we had to go through the cutscene normally the first time to get our save on the other side. Like, we couldn't break it that early. But by breaking it, by getting that save point, going back into the cutscene, doing a skip and dying, the game is just like, and loading that other save, the game is just like, I have no idea where you are. So, you just beat this enemy, so obviously, since you were just in a battle near this bridge, you're still by that bridge, so puts you and your current party back on that bridge. So, here we are, hanging out on this lovely bridge, or back here, with a cool monster there.
I'm sorry, the fact that they were running away, but like in their locked position.
Frozen was beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so we have some very important things to do here. Okay, weight is there. Limit. Your limit has to go away. Goodbye. That's super important. Order is good status. Okay, that's actually fabulous. That's where we want that to be. We're doing... I hope you love math, because we're doing a lot of it right now. Nope, don't do that. I did that one run and it was very bad. We want you to have restore. I'm going to double check you have poison because the last time I did this you didn't and I was very sad about that. Okay, we are going to use some tranquilizers because everyone needs to be a little sadder. We're going to do that. And we're going to save. We are going to save so hard it hurts. Oh my gosh. Because this next boss can just start off with a move that one party kills us. So we're ready to go. Let us kill Materia Keeper with math.
This is actually my favorite part of the run.
I really like this. Excellent. So it is very important here that we poison this boss. Like, super important. We cannot continue on until the boss gets poisoned. So the first round is going to continue until we poison this boss. We could die in attempting to do this. Yeah, this is turning. This is the only math, though. Fear not. That's just rude. Okay. Come on, get our poison proc. That is not our poison proc. That's just rude. Final Fantasy Tactics is a fabulous run. I hope you caught it earlier. Oh, don't kill. Okay, good. We're fine. Do, 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 do. Okay, come on, Poison Proc. Yeah, we did it. Okay, now it's time for really cool stuff. Don't do it. Oh, you bugger. Okay, sorry. I need Eris, and I need her alive, and the recovery, once it's poisoned, if she dies, is just not even. So that's one. Yeah, we should hopefully not have any more than that, but this is probably going to be Trine to start, because that's what Materia Keeper likes doing to me, because he's a jerk. Oh, it's Trine. Oh, it's not Trine. I'm actually shocked. Oh, come back. Mikey. Get that proc right away. Oh, we did lightning. Why did you do lightning? Whoop. Okay, that was really weird. We're just gonna restart that because bizarre. I selected the wrong thing, so just yellow it. Okay. It's always good when the runner messes up. The first time was not my fault. The second time, yeah, don't worry. Keep being confused. I'm breaking the game. You are right to be confused. Ah, that's the problem. No, that's fine. Bio, poison, or potion, and cure. You were supposed to proc. Yeah, Materia Keeper is legit the worst. Donut hit Eris. Yeah, Materia Keeper got a crit on Eris, whose HP is critically low in this battle, and we need her. Like, need her. She is the most important person in this battle. Come on, proc. Or not. Just don't. Okay, as long as she doesn't die, we're fine. We need her. We need her more than we need red. Bum, 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 bum. We can't risk her taking another hit. Why do you do this to me? Oh, good, she's alive. Oh, boy. Oh, no. That's actually really bad. Okay, actually, we can recover this. Okay, it's really bad because her limit got activated, and we need to get rid of that stat. So we are going to do this. Okay, I'm just focusing uphill. I'll explain what I do once it's done, but I need her to be able to punch. Yeah, 13 damage. The most important damage in this battle. That was rude. Okay.
Sorry to bump the mic.
It's okay. It should be fine. Yeah, miss it. Okay, now we're gonna sit and wait. If we did this correctly, we should be in a good state. What is happening? We're just chilling is what's happening. Well, bye. What? The boss just died from 7777. What the heck? Who hit the boss? What just happened? So there's a status ailment in this game referred to as perfect sevens. It is a status ailment. We're gonna do some quick recovery here because I have died between finishing this fight and and it's the worst, so we're not doing that today. Okay. So if you get any person or monster up to 777 HP, they will only attack with 7777. That includes enemies, and a poison tick counts as an attack. So basically, that poison tick, with that poison tick and the status ailment of or status of 7777, Materia Keeper killed itself with poison. Yeah, lucky sevens, the best. So that's why we did very specific math, and why I had to check Eris's stats, because everything else is a firm number, but we have to make sure that Eris has a certain strength level, so she will hit for exactly 13. Plus or minus anything, and it all breaks. But unfortunately, but we were good. So that's why her dying before she gets the hit in, which is what happened in the first battle, is very bad. So we're just gonna do quick menu here. Hello, goodbye Eris, you did a very good job. I love you forever, but you gotta go now. So we're gonna do some tranking, and we're gonna do tent, because that's a cool thing, and everything else is good for now. So we're gonna save. And we're gonna run into Rocket Town.
When are we cutting off the donation incentive for Sid?
For Sid, we will cut that off as soon as we get into Sid's house for the first time. So about 1 to 2 minutes max. So if you want to snipe that from being named Draven, this is your last chance. I gotta talk to the old man first. Don't go in the store. Oh, and I forgot to actually. No, that's the wrong one. How do I? Oh, I changed it. I think excellent. Forgot to split, so we're just going. So we have to talk to this old man, because by doing so, we get given a very important sword called the Yoshiyuki. And this sword is particularly important because it gets stronger for every enemy that is, for every ally in your party who is dead. So, sounds a bit terrible, but super important. Actually, we're going to equip first, have the Yoshiyuki, and then you are getting first the counterattack, and then we're going to give you lightning, and then we're giving you poison, and then we're giving you restore, and everything is good. And then we're just going to... Oh, actually, and then we're going to items do some item arranging, customize. We are going to put our grenades there. So we bought that mithril rod because it can actually help with Eris's strength, which we need to adjust sometimes. Okay, so we're good. So we're going into Sid's house. So that name for Sid is cut off. So if it is not in, that's it. We're done.
So Sid will be named Draven.
Love it.
After
Love
your
it.
Draven mate. And we actually did have a donation come in while you're fighting Materia
Ooh.
Keeper from our friend Penguinator,
Yay!
who says, I hope Netara doesn't have to keep reloading parts of this run. And the donation goes to naming the boy in Final Fantasy Adventure Eldo,
Oh, I love it.
after another friend.
Yeah, Eldo's a friend of ours. Thank you so much for that donation. And what are you talking about? I don't have to reload anything. Everything is normal. What could possibly other go wrong? Do you mean this game can be broken more? So yes, the breaking has not finished, so it actually gets more broken from here, as you can probably guess. So we're about to go chat with our new friend, Sid. Yeah, drink your tea. Exactly. Yeah, definitely much more broken. Hey, friend. Why no camera? I don't know what you mean. No camera because we just don't use camera on these runs. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, what just happened? I hate how it blinks. If I move too fast, it just takes multiple inputs at once. It's actually a problem when I'm trying to run. I could get game overed. Technically I could. Yes, I could actually die. There is... The next boss we're gonna fight is Palmer, and Palmer is the worst boss left in this game. Once we get past Palmer, everything is mostly pretty good. There's a couple of there's some RNG stuff, but no bad, like, bosses. No game overs are likely, but, we'll see. My last chance is to talk to the president. My last hope. Palmer is not the best. Palmer is the worst. And I don't like him at all.
I mean, some of the other Shinra executives, they might have, like, a little bit of interesting characterization behind them, but not Palmer.
It already is a new Norwegian metal band. A Draco band, yeah, exactly. Listen, if you need names for your Norwegian metal bands, I have got them in spades.
Like I said, we kind of have a new one every week. That's what Hex said.
Oh my god. Oh, I know what happened now. You did not, did you? I can't check.
I can check. No, I don't see
Okay,
any movement.
okay.
I'll be watching, though.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
A certain channel that keeps getting renamed.
Mm.
Anyways. Do, 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 do. Also, when you give a group of people all equal control of naming channels, sometimes it gets a little bizarre.
We have fun, though.
They're so surprised we can't change the palette. There's no weird palettes. Listen, if Scala had her way, I'm sure my eyes would be burning right now. However,
no, I'd be like, can we just install the gigapixel textures?
Yes.
I want to see those in an actual game. I've seen some of the previous screenshots.
Nice. I bet they'd be super pretty. So pretty.
I used I actually downloaded a demo of it just to try it. The gigapixel image enlarger / enhancer, and it's pretty fun actually. You can just kind of throw whatever you want into it. It'll make you giant 4 times or 8 times larger versions of it.
That's fabulous. Okay, so I have 30 seconds to not mash. It's lovely. All the text in this sequence all goes
It's a hand stretch time for everybody.
It is, yeah. Stretch, stand up, take a drink of water if you haven't been already. Those singing emotes look really cute. Oh, my dreams. No! Draven, I'm sorry for crushing your hopes and dreams. Actually, technically, I didn't crush your hopes and dreams, but... Language, Draven, language.
This is a PG stream.
This is a PG stream, Bear Draven. To be fair, Draven did use self-censoring. Tea. I don't have any tea. I can't drink any. That's sad. I love how the rocket managed to stay just tilted like that for so long.
It's not super... the actual timeline on this is actually not as long as you think it is. It's only, I think, 4 or 5 years. If I remember the timeline from before Crisis properly.
Yeah. That's still a long time for a rocket to just hang out tilted.
But it's not that long of a time for all these houses to get built. But that's
true.
Just... Whoever does I guess it's Reeve who does the construction at Shinra. They build fast.
Yeah, they're just that good. Palmer's here. It's like, hey, Rufus is here. Why don't you go talk to him? He's like, give me some tea. But with lots of sugar and terrible things. Some of the things he puts in his tea is totally fine, but all of them in combination is not good. One of those things wouldn't be so bad, but all of them?
No.
I can't even question the lard, because that's basically just bulletproof coffee. That is a thing people do. Why don't you talk to Palmer? You're not the boss of me, Shara. But I love you. He's having butter tea, exactly. Hey, Palmer. So I'm going to focus up a bit, because Palmer is a jerk, and I could die if I'm not careful. Security! Security! Select. Doing some limits. Smashing some things. I forgot to do a thing because I'm a champion. You know what's helpful? Actually bioing. Wow, that really hurt! So we're trying to get a poison proc on Palmer. Oh, excellent. That'll make this fight go a lot faster, actually. But we are at the point where we don't really care what happens to poor Earl or Ultros. We're here to hit things. And we're going to keep Cloud cured up. That's very important. Cloud is our star player. Mikey here. Yeah, whatever. So if Earl or Ultros get hit right now, they get to cry and keep hitting people. Ah, I made it here with a lot of grenades left. Good job, Netara. Come on, hit one of the people who aren't Cloud. Excellent. Because for every person who dies because of the Yoshiyuki, Cloud is going to do extra damage. So we are totally okay with that. He doesn't hit a lot, but that's why we have the counter materia on. I should technically have used Ultros to a high potion Cloud, but it's not worth it. I was right on Cloud's turn, so I didn't want to risk it. Please attack, Ultros. Please stop doing that. Bum, 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 bum. Brava. Do even more damage with a poor dead Earl. Bang, bang. Come on, hit Ultros. It's the only time you'll hear me say that.
He still has his eyes though.
Yeah, it's weird. Come on, Ultros. Hit Ultros. Thank you. Flip. Okay, we have to keep Mikey alive now. But thankfully, Mikey is counterattack, and Palmer is poisoned, so we're doing okay. And there will come a point where Palmer actually runs out of MP, and so he'll just sit there dancing and do nothing. Or just die from poison. Bye! The Z2 run is excellent. You should definitely check that out. I think there's another Z2 run, or are they both done?
Z2 Vanilla is done. We'll have Z2 Randomizer later on, I believe tomorrow morning. Yeah. And there actually is a bonus incentive there to show off the theoretical perfect randomizer seed.
Ooh.
And to show how quickly you can get the perfect run done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, we didn't actually kill Palmer. Palmer was hit by his own truck. That is so terrible, but bye. Toodles. Taking this plane and going.
Just straight up steal a plane.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
literally just stole that plane. Like, the owner is not here. We just like, hey, we're taking it. But we're not very good at piloting it. As in, nobody is in the pilot seat. Like, literally nobody.
That's not how you fly a plane, y'all.
Nope. Who's driving? Bear's driving. Okay, so Sid's like, you're not taking my plane without me, friends. I also don't have to mash here. The tail's been hit! Yeah, I'm surprised Sid's not like, who is driving? I love this scene. Hold on to your drawers. You're like, Sid, please. It's like, Draven, please. Yeah, gosh darn it. We did it. We made it.
We got a boat!
We got a boat! Look, but you can just see the depression in Draven there, just hanging out over the side of the boat, just being like, I don't care anymore. We're done.
We were trying to get a plane, but we got a boat! Boat's not
good.
that bad.
So you know what? We are headed to the Temple of Ancients. The text is in blue, so obviously it's where we're going. So we're going to take our newfound boat plane and go to the Temple of the Ancients. Because, you know, that's what the plot tells us to do. So this is just to note, you still have time to donate towards Vincent's name, though to clarify once again, Vincent will have his name for 30 seconds. So I don't want anyone to be heartbroken for donating towards Vincent's name and then being like, what just happened? I just paid money for that. 30 seconds, no lie. But if you do want Vincent to have a name of your choice for those 30 seconds, you can still donate more than $6.66 for it.
So yeah, that's how much you'd have to donate to knock out the current winning name, which is Orin. And I should say spelled O-R-I-N, not Oron, like the Final Fantasy X character.
Both super awesome. You should.
Orin is very. I am biased
Yeah.
because Orin is my girlfriend.
It's awesome. You should tell them about the bid war.
Yes. So we also do have a bid war coming up for how do we kill Sephiroth. Right now, Swag is in the win. Swag is in the lead for the win. There we go.
With a
I
whole
can grammar.
$10.
Yes, with $10. But if you would like to see the mug glitch, which is the faster way to kill Sephiroth, and is also a really interesting glitch that you do not get to see in a vanilla playthrough of this game, you can also donate towards that. So right now, I said Omni Swag, which is sort of the traditional way, is in the lead. If you would like to see the mug glitch, you just need around like $10 and a penny, or if you want to go for more like $11, and that will get you a slightly different way to kill Sephiroth.
Because usually, no matter what you do, you will Omni-slash Sephiroth in that fight. There is no other option, but because of the glitches we're going to be doing near that part of the game, we do actually get another option. So, you want to make sure to check that out, because the mug glitch is cool, because again, it's not swag, but it's different. It's something you won't see in a casual playthrough. You have to do these particular glitches to do it. So our friend is waiting for us. Hello, friend. So as you can probably see, this is not the Temple of the Ancients.
Hi, Snake Friend.
Hi, Snake Friend. We're gonna reset right now. We're not gonna wait. We're gonna get this started. So yes, I cannot answer for you why Vincent only has his name for 30 seconds, but I promise you, Vincent has his name for only 30 seconds. So there we go, right there. It's not quite the right spot, but no, that didn't work. That's fine. It should still be close enough. Oh god, nope, bad. The problem is the buttons are switched in this compared to every other game I play. So if I haven't played, cancel is confirm and confirm is canceled, which is why I keep making that mistake.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's great.
Are you allowed to rebind your keys?
It's not worth it to do so.
Okay, that's fair.
Nope. Okay, we're just gonna do the run across. I'm trying. There's swag. There's actual swag to doing that rather than just saving halfway through. And yeah, you'll see the mug glitch when we get there. I don't want to explain it early because it loses its effect. Yeah, so we're gonna just do the non-swag, but still no chocobo. We're pressing the correct button because it's so close we will die. Okay, good. Blam. Just keep running, just keep running. Oh, we did it. Okay, so
Take that, Snake.
take that, Snake. So we are back in the Mithril Mines, but unfortunately, the Turks are gone. Bye, Turks. This is technically a revisit. But that's cool. We're gonna go a little further this time. Yeah, I'm playing on a Super Nintendo controller. You can't see it, but sorry, a Super Famicom controller. So it doesn't, and it's the position of the buttons that matters. So, you know what? We've been doing all this running around. We just did this really cool cutscene a couple times. You know what we haven't seen in a little while?
Ooh, what haven't we seen?
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles!
Motorcycles! So we're gonna go back and we're gonna do some more motorcycles, because those are cool. I like motorcycles. No, it is not Yuffie time, but we're getting there. We're almost there.
Soon will be Yuffie time.
Soon.
I really liked the artwork they did for the motorcycle cell phone game. But
Yeah.
I love all of Nomura. So it was cool to see some new Nomura art.
Absolutely. And yes, I used to play this when I first started learning this run with a 360 controller, and it was the worst thing ever. So now I play with this. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Starsicle. Never heard of this. So, we're gonna get to watch some more bikes, because we love those. I hope you all remember how we did this last time, because that's super important. We're gonna swing our sword, we're gonna try and get 3 red bikes, and we're gonna get them to stay behind us. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. Like, we've done it once already. Dude. There's no glitches in this. This is totally a glitchless run. That's how we finish it in 3 hours, and yeah. But cutscene, yeah. This cutscene's so great. I love the music. Bam, bam. Yeah, I don't believe in shenanigans. This is nothing but serious business here. Oh yeah, there's no helmet. And don't ride these sort of vehicles without a helmet. Be safe. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Hello, friends. No, go over this way. This side is the best side. I hear rumors. Oh, hey, red friends. Oh, I have all different color friends today. That's lovely. Look at this. We're all playing so nicely. It's so great. No, stop. There. Just move up a bit. There we go. See, we're doing so good at this game. See, this is how you really play the motorcycle game. You just have a chill ride, hang out with your Shinra buddies. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. This is why you should wear a helmet. Oh, hey, we got a new friend. Oh, but now it's my turn. I want to play with them. No, we played with my other friends too much. It's my turn.
Now, will bad things happen if Aerith and Red 13 die?
I think it might end if everyone dies, but
That'd be kind of my thought.
I've never had it happen.
I'm assuming it goes after Tifa and Barrett first, and then kind of goes after.
It depends
Aerith
on the
and
side
Red
of the
13?
car they're hitting. As I'm sure you folks have figured out, I am purposely trying to kill certain people. You'll see why in a moment. But we're not swinging our sword. We're not trying to manipulate things. We're trying to take damage. Please, Motorball, hit my bike many times. Thank you, boss. You're a pal. Yeah, Phoenix down the car. Exactly. It also shows you how hard you have to work to kill these people. Like, really, how hard you have to work. So, Motorball. What could possibly go wrong? We're fine. Look, my parties, they've got 1 HP each. That's like one more than they need. Right?
Totally fine.
Well, whatever. They're fine. I got Mikey. Mikey's good. Mikey knows what he's doing. Oh, look at that crit from Motorball. Mikey! Mikey, no! Oh, the wrong direction! What have you done? Okay, fine. Fine, I get it. We're not gonna do motorcycles. But you know what we are gonna do, friends? We are going to play a little game called How Many Times Does It Take to Get Yuffie? The number range is anywhere from 1, which is fabulous. Anything above 10 is sad. Anything above 20 is really sad. And anything even higher than that is bad. So get your guesses in chat, folks, and we're going to count and play along. Wells has already guessed 48. I'm guessing 3 because I'm optimistic. This is the fake out, I think. Yes,
I'll guess 8 because I'm realistic.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you to keep track of chat
Yes.
because I cannot. So we're gonna keep Cloud at pretty high health here because, as you can see, sometimes he doesn't run away right away, and people like to hit us. Over 9,000 and 7777. You folks are mean. I thought you were my friends. Yeah, 7 for 7. I like it. Okay, cool. 6 before the run. We're gonna give a quick heal because Cloud is already almost dead. But don't worry about it. So that's 1. Whee! I like spinning because it spins the camera. Spin, okay. No, this is the fake out. You can tell by the camera angle whether it's going to be Yuffie, but there's one which is a bit odd, which always makes me think it's Yuffie, and it's that one, but that's the fake out. It has to come from the opposite direction to actually be Yuffie. So we're at 2. Come on, 3's the charm. Also, this is not manipulatable at this time. This is purely RNG. You cannot be on step count at this point because you have to have reset. Yeah, you're just hoping for the best. So not 3. If your number is not, if your number comes up and was not it, feel free to guess again. There are no actual real prizes. So my new guess is going to be 5 because I'm having an optimistic sort of day. Okay, since 3 wasn't it? 17 of 17. While I appreciate the joke, I'm crying on the inside. I have gotten as high as 23. I have also gone as little as 1. Okay, come on. Pretty sure this is the fake out. Yeah, it is. Do, 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 do. So it's not 4. Come on, magical 5. Magical 5. Weird. This is where you can lose a lot of time on this run. Okay, so it is not going to be 5. My next guess is 7. Actually, no, it's going to be 8. Do, 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 do.
Okay, join me at 8.
Yeah, we're going to be friends at 8. Okay. So that was 5. Let's see if 6 loves us. Nope. 6 isn't it. Back attack? That's just rude. Just in time to see Yuffie. Hopefully. Okay. You know what? We're here anyways. Give me a potion. Okay, so not 6. Is it gonna be 7? Please be 7. We don't
Oh, I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track of all the guesses.
Yeah. That was great. Oh, that's it. That's Yuffie. 7 is our winner.
7? Oh, okay. So, Uno's squid is the first I see here
Nice.
for 7.
Congratulations. You get the lucky 7s. That means you get the satisfaction of knowing you guessed. Look at Yuffie's eyes. Yuffie's eyes are also broken. Like
Oh,
they're really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, they're really weird. And so we finished the battle, so now we're gonna answer some questions. Nope! No, we're not. We're gonna fight Motorball again. Hi, welcome. Here's Motorball, our friend. But unlike the fight that we just had, this one's gonna go a little differently because we are much stronger and we have the Yoshiyuki and a dead party member. So this in my splits is called Mylon Z because it is a boss that attacks from behind that we thought was dead and has come back again. There's only 2600 HP, so at hitting at almost 400 a thing. And yeah, this boss fight goes pretty quickly. I will have to heal at this rate, but let's do a quick cure. Yeah, so we did another warp. So by dying to Motorball and loading that save and finding Yuffie in the way we does, it does the same thing of not knowing what cutscene we're in. So triggered us to find, to come back to the last place and knew what we were, which is in the Motorball fight. But again, it brings us with our current party. So, here we are, my current party, with my dead Earl and Ultros friends, and Mikey hitting for lots. And, oops. And I forgot that I was on memory in Hell Day. So we're gonna cure again for lols. It's fine. Yeah, see, and we're fighting him on a bridge.
Off.
Yeah, see, we're good. Yeah, we needed that. Makes me feel better. Yeah, we're extra healthy. Yeah, was it Motorball? I will show you how. Should be about one more hit and Motorball will be done. Oh, especially with Braver. Beautiful. Bing. Goodbye, Motorball. So, what does this mean for us? We are back to when we originally tried to leave Midgar with our future party. What else has come with us? We're just gonna chill here for a bit. Don't worry about it. Do, do, The good news is we have to do the Barrett skip again. That is non-negotiable. At this point, if we do not do the Barrett skip, we will actually soft lock the game. And that's bad. So we don't want that to happen. So we must do the Barrett skip. So if you missed it first time, we're going to do a combination of press confirm to activate and movement to activate text boxes at the same time, frame perfectly to allow us to move when we should not be able to move. I just wanted to talk to Ultras. Who doesn't? Let's be real. Nope, you didn't even move. It's Ultra skip, exactly. Heard it here first, folks. We're just slowly wiggling down. Again, you know when you've gotten it. The text box breaks pretty good. Wow. We're just gonna keep sliding here until we finally get it. There we go. Nope. Let's stay here for a while. We like it here. Yeah, this is frame perfect, so it's a little tricky. There we go. Boop. I don't know. Then, let's go. Bye. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna cure again, because dying is bad. I'm gonna have to use a tent in a moment. So, someone left us a handy boat. So we're gonna go take it. Yeah. Where do you think we should go?
Oh, maybe? Can we go back to Nibelheim?
No.
Oh.
We could go to the Temple of the Ancients like the plot wanted us to do, but nah. Nah, we're not gonna go there either. That doesn't sound like fun at all. To a parade! Also no. Parades are bad. I can promise you, without a doubt, there are no parades. It's in... Rufus really wanted a parade. More cutscenes? Also no. Folks, if you thought the game was broken previously, I'm about to show you some magical things. So this is the time you want to stick around. This is not the time to leave. This run is almost over. We are close to Nibelheim. There's Rocket Town. Cool. Go to Wutai. No, can't do it. Wutai's cool and all, but we're not doing it. Okay. Almost to where we need to go. More broken. Yeah, this is going to get more broken. You thought this game couldn't get more broken? You were so wrong. So there's Nibelheim. Hi, Nibelheim. What up? So we're going to do a quick save here. Pretty important to save here. Just in case. So we are going to go back into Mount... yeah, we're going to show you a bunny. Insert disc 2. I hope not. That would be bad. So here's some friends. Don't worry about it. We're fine. So we ran away. We're good. So we're going to pop back into Mount Nebel for a second. So right now, I can't actually move. I'm frozen. However, it's just temporary. We're not soft locked. But you're going to see some familiar text here in a moment. Everyone seems all right. This mountain may sound cruel, but we can't wait for everyone. Huh, didn't we see that text box earlier? So, because of the way we glitched out of the cutscene earlier at Nibelheim, the game is really lost and confused. And in order to fix it, and so the game doesn't actually soft lock on us, in order to keep going, we actually need to stop in there and get that text. Otherwise, when we try and do our next magic, the game hardcore breaks. So, we are going to also hunt for another encounter. Get out of the boat. So we're going to hunt for another encounter, and we could die here, which is why I saved previously. However, that is the save I have to do. I can't save here, because if I die and then pick up from a save here, I will soft lock the game. So we just need to find the battle we need and run. We are looking for 1 flat beat and 3 Spencers. So these here are flat beats. So we are looking for one of their friends and 3 Spencers, which are little bug things on the ground. Please do not kill me. That would be unfortunate. Hopefully I can run. That was closer than I wanted. Oh my god. Anyways.
Flat beat, please.
Please. Okay, we're good though. So that was 1. Feel free to do some guesses here, but it tends to be no more than 5 before we get the battle we need.
Oh, do you want to explain why you have the sadness status element?
Ah, yes, the sadness. So the purpose of the sadness, this should be the fight we need. This is the fight we needed, so we just need to run away. The sadness is to make sure we take less damage, and it means our limit break increases less. So it's a combination of needing both of those things. So we got the fight we needed, so now we're going for a walk on the beach. Cloud, above all else, loves long walks on the beach. So that's what we're doing. We're hanging out, and we're gonna fight these weird things. But don't worry about it, they're friends. And by friends, I mean are going to die very quickly. Oh, I forgot the split. Again. Netara, stop doing that. Thanks, Twitch Pop. GG on your run. They're friends. Okay, so we found the battle we wanted, we ran away, we fought a battle on the beach, and now we're in the debug room. Hi, debug room. Fancy meeting you here. So,
Debug room.
I forgot to mention, but Vincent is cut off, so we didn't get any new. Did we get any new donations? I won't press start until we check.
We did not. So
Okay.
Vincent will be named Oren, and I'll spell that for you.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Okay, yeah, I got it. So, Oren, please enjoy Oren for a very short amount of time. So we're gonna talk to Tifa here. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're definitely not gonna talk to Tifa here. We're gonna Yame. We're done. Sorry, Tifa. Too early. Too soon. We are gonna talk to Yuffie, and we want member Zenin. So what this is a testing room which was added in for the programmers to just kind of test things and to make sure, make sure everything worked fine. And when the game was ready, they locked it away. Also, goodbye Vincent's name. You are now a whole bunch of W's. So this got locked away, and some really great people found a way to actually get back in here, which is what all that weird warping around was. So we're gonna do some cool things. Don't worry about the casual Ultima Weapon or Venus Gospel we've got here. That's totally normal and expected. We're gonna take off that counterattack, because counterattack is bad, and we're gonna come down here to a lovely double cut. We're gonna do you next. You're gonna give you a double cut, and then you are gonna get steal and a master magic. You'll note that we did not give the ultimate weapon to Vincent, and that's because we're gonna fight some battles here. And we're gonna kill some triangles because they really hurt us in the past, and we don't like these triangles.
That's about as much blood as we need to kill these triangles.
Yeah, right? I forgot to split again. Netara, please stop forgetting to split. But you know what? They gave us so much experience, we're gonna do that again. So we're gonna battle 999. I think you folks are probably getting an idea of how we're gonna finish this game so quickly. Come back to us, friend. You can see our HP is going up just a little bit. So we are getting close to cutting off that bid war. So right now, unless we get other donations, we will be omni-swagging the upcoming bosses. So we are going to do some last bit of equipping here. Get that death penalty on. Steel is good. We purposely needed to fight to get that steel leveled up so we could get that mug. Mug is super important. Why have I suddenly forgotten which one I have to go to? I think it's 4-3. Here's open. That was not the right one. Excellent.
Oh no.
That's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
I feel like some things might go wrong here.
It's fine. We're fine. Okay, don't worry about the broken cutscenes. Oh, this is not good. We might have to reset and do that part again. I forgot the number, I blanked on it and picked the wrong one. And we're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, this does not look like a good time.
This is not good. No, we're not Rip Run. It's not Rip Run.
We just gotta go back to, we just gotta roll back our save.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Netara mistake. And I can't see where everything is, so we're just gonna do that. So this is why we did the save earlier. We can still get to the debug room, so we're just gonna have to do the debug room again. It's fine. So this, and then this is why we had the safety save right there. Where are we? Right, up here. Sorry. Blanked for a second. We're just gonna do this part again. Reload. Yeah, listen, sometimes you mess up in a marathon. It happens. So
It happens.
it shows off why we have to save here, because you see, even though I saved, it does this stuff. Listen, you're just gonna see me find that battle again. We're gonna do into the debug room, and we're gonna go to 4-4 this time. And everyone's gonna pretend they're totally surprised when we get to the debug room again. They're gonna be totally shocked. That's the first time I've done that, but let's be real, it's built into it. I have died at around this point before, so I know I'm totally fine to go back and do it this way. I did, yeah, exactly. Debug room, what? So we're gonna go, actually, we still should not go overestimate. We just won't go as underestimate as I'd hoped. So that means you folks have more time to get, if you want to see the mug glitch, which involves, I can explain the mug glitch now. So what the mug glitch is you, if the last hit on an enemy to kill it is using mug, you actually cancel all animations. So we're going to use this to kill some of the bosses, which are really short to, or that take a really long time to die. And in doing so, when we get to the final Sephiroth fight, all of those animations are still cancelled. So rather than doing as a counter, rather than doing Omni Slash, you'll just kind of hit the enemy. So yeah, if you wanted us to see just very anticlimactic hit Sephiroth, but very good speedrun tech, we'll get that mug glitch. But otherwise, right now, we are going to see the Omni Slash. So once we enter the One Wing Angel fight, that is the end. Yeah, it's enough health. That'll be the end of that, so... Yeah, mug, not mog. M-U-G, as in, instead of just stealing, we steal and punch them. Omni Slash soon. Hey, Inven, thanks so much for the raid. You're here to see a thing which we've totally not seen before, and Netara definitely didn't mess it up. Yeah, and because in a lot of newer games, they've started removing the debug rooms. They were originally there, but they've started taking them out. Will you stop that? It starts taking them out because of madness like this. They're like, what have we done? Thank you, everyone from Inven's stream. Come and welcome.
Oh my god.
Hang out.
All those loves.
All the Rosa loves. I think this is our correct fight. Nope. So close. Netara missed picked the wrong warp spot, so we're doing this part again. But I did it because I knew you folks were coming. I did it on purpose. See? See? Ah. No, I didn't, but we're gonna pretend I did. Bum, 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 bum.
Your secret is safe with all...
With all 238 or so of you. Yeah, it's 4-4. What? I will remember from now on, I'll tell you. I'm never gonna forget that again. So, that is the fight we were looking for. So it is time for our long beach walk. Walks on the beach. Do, do, do. We've got a party of dead peeps. You're telling? No, I thought we were friends. Remember 4-3, that's just mean. I will never forget it. Never forget 4-4. Never forget 10-3. I forgot the other numbers. Trying to do a bad anime joke, can't remember the numbers. Do 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 do. We did it! It's the first time we've seen this. Yes, we want to get you first. Ema. Vincent. So Orin happens to get her name in here for a little bit longer.
Aw, yay.
Yay. There we go. We have Orin. And then we're going to go talk to Yuffie Bay. Hey, what up? So members then in. And item, eat oil. And then we're going to press the switch button to give us different options. Menu on. Full name. And, of course, full materia. So, goodbye to your names. I'm sure you loved them a lot, but they are gone forever. Config, putting this back in active. Then we're gonna stick you in the front row and equip you with definitely not an ultimate weapon, not the Buster Sword. And then we're gonna do this and arrange all that beautiful magic. Okay, double cut, steal, master magic. Okay, now it is time to punch some things. And by punch some things, I mean shoot some things. Remember, we hate triangles. We hate them a lot. They hurt us, and we're gonna hurt them back. Also, don't hurt things that hurt you. That's mean. But these triangles are the exception. Yeah, I love the WWW and the MMM. I don't understand the names, but they make me giggle a lot. Okay, Yuffie, one more time. Battle 999.
I'm
Triangles
sure
are...
it's similar to the whole go thing in Secret
Yeah,
of Mana.
absolutely. And yes, Eris could technically be taken to the final battle. She's totally okay. Unfortunately for everyone, we don't need her. She's done her duty in the Materia Keeper fight. So she's gonna stay safe at home. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come in here, and we're gonna give you the shiny death penalty. And now we're good. Okay, and we're gonna go talk to Cowgirl. And which one are we doing today, folks? 4-4.
4-4.
There we go. As soon as I didn't see Genova there, I was like, something's wrong. There we go.
When you see Tentacle Mom there, you know you're good.
Tentacle Mom, I love it. The fact we can mess up this badly and still be underestimate, though, just goes to show. Anyways, let's do it. I did. I broke the game. The cutscenes still think we're on the equivalent of Disc 1, but we're really not. So hold a sec. We gotta do some particular... We're kind of mathing. We're not really mathing, but we're kind of mathing. I just need to know how many times to attack. Bing, bing, bing. I don't know. I'm assuming 4-4-2 is one of the Sephiroth fights. Okay, we did it. We finished Genova, and we're gonna remember to split this time. Hey, look! We've just blown up some things. Yeah, she does want to just give me a hug. It's okay. We gave her a hug and sent her back home to rest. She's had a hard day. So no, this stuff, so what it is, because of the way we glitched it, and the why this glitch only works on the PC version, is in trying to fix it so it doesn't call to the memory to the actual discs, it actually kind of broke it. So that's how we were able to do a lot of the warping, but even though we're on the equivalent of Disc 3, it thinks we're on the equivalent of Disc 1. So when it looks to the equivalent of Disc 3 looking for a cutscene, it's actually pulling it from Disc 1. So whatever, it's like, we need cutscene number 4. So it's grabbing cutscene number 4 from Disc 1, which is trains. Trains, nothing but trains. Yeah, I couldn't actually tell you why we don't just jump to 442 rather than, but I'm sure there's an actual reason. And I'm not going to question it. At least right now. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. One last menu if you had forgotten to put your stuff back on active, but we're ready to go. Let us end this. So again, you have one full fight left before we cut off the Mug Glitch versus Omniswag.
So if you would like to see more of the Mug Glitch, you have your chance. If you'd like to see Swag, I think we're gonna maybe go for it, but I don't know. Something exciting could happen.
Yeah. If you have strong opinions about it, now is the time to donate. Now, I want you to all remember how long it takes this boss to die. Just for no reason. I love the little tiny Sephiroth on top. It's just like, hello, I'm a tiny Sephiroth.
I mean, I have intense feelings about this entire thing, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't say it in chat. You gotta say it with your donations. That's the only way we'll do it. So we finished this off with a Mug Glitch. So the battle just ended. It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Whatever, we're done. So the battle's over. And so the music kind of thinks it keeps going. And then it's like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And then it kind of jumps into the next one. There we go. So that is cut off. we'll see if there's any last donations, but otherwise, we're done here.
I'll make absolutely sure I do not see any sniping, but I don't think so.
No.
So it looks like we're going to be going swag today.
Swag. Okay, we gotta de-barrier. That's really important. Okay, there we go. Because we don't like wall. Wall just breaks everything in a way I don't like. We want active on here because, again, you want to queue up those commands. We don't want to just have to wait for things. How did I get to Disc 3 so fast? I jumped into the debug room. I glitched the game to get to the debug room, and then I told the debug room to send me to the end of the game. Even though it still thinks we're on Disc 1. But we're not. So, mug, nothing to steal, battle over. So yeah, technically this is Disc 1 and Disc 3. Yeah, we kind of broke the game very, very badly. Goodbye. So we're just going to mash a bunch to get to our final fight, but because you, our lovely folks, donated for it, we are going to go, we are going to omni-slash this enemy. Because we used the mug glitch to kill Sephiroth, usually in the casual game, you can choose the option to omni-slash in this final battle, or if you just sit there and do nothing, Sephiroth attacks you and you counter. Now, normally you would counter with omni-slash, so no matter what you do, you would have omni-slash. But because the mug glitch is active, if I were to choose to just counter, I would counter with a regular hit. So we are actively choosing to do omni-slash, though. Eris is fine. She doesn't show up in any of these cutscenes because she's not programmed to be there. But in the party order team, where I was building my team, she was sitting there all fine and safe. So here we go, Omni Slash. Let's do it. Time is on last hit. So let's swag it up. No, she's fine. She's totally fine. Yeah. Swag. And we're almost there. So final hit coming up, and time. That was
GG!
Thank you. Horribly over PB, but a minute and a half underestimate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that pretty face.
See, his eyes are fine.
Yeah.
So why are the other ones not?
I don't know.
Don't understand.
I don't question. So we're gonna pause this for a second so I can take my global hotkeys off. Then we'll keep that playing because it's break it. So thank you everyone for sitting and watching and enjoying this ever so broken PC any % run. It is a super amount of fun to learn, and we've got a really good community. Not super active, but more people are starting to pick up this run again. Especially now with that skip at the beginning, allowing you to skip like 18 minutes of the run. It's super fabulous and a lot of fun if you like glitches. So I tend to run this a lot, and we'll be running it at future events for sure. But for now, that is it from me, and we will be going on to our next run, which I believe is Final Fantasy V by Komaru. Yeah, I got it. I was like, wait, it's not 4.
I think we saw 4 3 times in this marathon. I think we can do some Final Fantasy V.
Exactly. So we're gonna leave that looking pretty and get some more music up here, and we're gonna get ready to transition over. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us.
Thank you all so much.
And we will see you again for the next run shortly.
Thank you.